This is Michael Williamson bidding you welcome to the Grand Final 1968, Carlton versus Essendon. Your field umpire in the centre of the screen is umpire Jeff Crouch, about to bounce the ball, waiting to see all players in position. And here we go for the 68 Grand Final. Jeff Crouch moving into the centre. He bounces the ball. The ruckman move in. Frick McKenzie's up there. Savannah comes in from behind. Down to the ground comes the ball. Players coming through there. Russell Blue has it. Can't hold it. Picked up by Crane of Carlton. There's a real struggle going on. Nichols dives on top. Tries to push the ball out. Can't do so. And there's a free kick going to John Nichols of Carlton. Nichols now kicking to the scoreboard end. Puts his boot into it. Not a bad kick at all. Players come out. Kekovich is up there. Has the ball knocked away by Pryor. Down to the ground it comes. Jesselenko in possession. Jesselenko sends one goalwards. It's offline and through for one behind. The first score of the match. A behind to the Blues, and we have been playing about 30 seconds into the opening quarter. There's Jesselenko, number 25.
Well, that was a great start, Mike, by Carlton to get a point on the board so quickly.
Comment from Ted Whitten. The kick out now goes to the outer flank. It's picked up here by Manari.
Out of bounds, Michael.
His kick not particularly good. And another throw-in will take place on the half-forward flank for Carlton on that outer side. They're kicking to the scoreboard end.
It's something unusual, Michael. They've lined up as selected. No alterations at all.
Quite strange the way this season's gone here in Melbourne. McKenzie and Nichols, Joseph McKenzie and Nichols equally get the tap down. Across it goes here to Gerlach. Gerlach now gets a kick to the wing position on the outer side. Backing back there is David Shaw. He goes up there with Barry Gill. Neither takes the mark. Over the line it goes. Another throw. And this time on Essendon's half-forward flank on the outer side.
And that outer flank will be the defensive flank. The wind blowing hard into it. In they go. Nichols over the top. A beautiful hit going around the neck.
Nelly pulled his head right off.
You'll notice it's a bit scrambly, Ted, caused by the wind.
That's right, Butch.
Gallagher now, left foot kick in towards centre half forward. Bennett backing back, but it's well over the top of him. Chance from Mark Manari down to Bennett. Bennett shoves the ball in front of him at all costs. Over towards Quirk. Picked up there nicely by Davis, but he lost the ball, and it's going to be a bounce.
I'll tell you what, he was he had it and then he didn't have it. There's the bounce once again. Oh, knock away by Evans. Across it goes out towards the flank. Gerlach is leading out in the race for the ball, but he's bundled over the line. There'll be a throw in now on Carlton's half-forward flank on that outer side.
At a very nervous beginning.
Oh, a lot of pressure on a capacity crowd here at the MCG. The throw-in takes place. Oh, McKenzie gets up high. Gets a tap out that is taken by Silvani. Silvani to the pocket on the outer side. Kekovich is there with Pryor. Neither actually sees it. Oh, through comes Evans. He tries to bustle his way through. It's taken by Williams of Essendon. Kicks out to the flank. Gosper couldn't take it. It's taken here by Robertson. Tries to break away. Fletcher grabs him. Davis to Fletcher. Fletcher of Essendon puts his boot in it. Up to the wing position on that outer side. They go for it. Here's a chance for Crosswell. He fumbles. Whoa! He runs into all sorts of trouble there. It's picked up by Ellis. Ellis tries a hand pass. Sharked here by Gary Gill. And there'll be a throw in on the wing position. By golly, Noonan, number 10, he was well up from his centre half forward position.
Very open forward line, Essendon. And there's a free kick to McKenzie. The first free kick in the ruck between these two champions. And McKenzie grabbed and slung. He should have been penalised for that because he did play on.
He's penalised him, Butch. He's pulled him 15 yards.
McKenzie now is just forward of the half-forward flank. Kicking out a bad kick now. The wind got it to it. Took it out of bounds, deep on the half-forward flank on the outer wing.
This is going to be a fantastic battle of competition with the ruckman. Nichols and McKenzie. There they are. Number 2, Nichols, 24, McKenzie. Nichols gets a tap down here.
Gosper gets the kick. In towards the pocket. Luff's coming out from full-back. Traps the ball with his foot. There's a chance for Shaw and Gill. And young Blethen in there. He takes it. Kicks it goal.
Look at this.
Oh! Well, a beautiful beginning for this young fellow. Only 18 years of age, 19 years of age.
Oh, look at the Essendon experienced players run around the boy too and give him a little pat to help him along his way.
Could be a problem here, you know, the way Luffs took the risks in that second semi-final, coming out to meet the ball. He only wants to make a mistake, as he can easily do with this blustery wind, Ted, and that's exactly how Blethen got the goal.
Teddy, wouldn't you agree they bad play from the Carlton backmen on that occasion? They fumbled and fiddled around.
They did back their judgment, Mike, and I feel that all backmen must do this.
Up they go now. It's picked up by Crosswell of Carlton. Crosswell now kicks to the flank position on the outer side. Quirk couldn't mark, knocked away by Davis. Davis is trying to get away with the ball. He puts his boot into it. Up to the half-forward flank on the outer side. Through comes Barry Gill there for Carlton. Gill turns around. He puts his left boot into it. He's met by Fordham as he kicks.
It's a penalty up the ground, Mike. Fordham against Ted Fordham, interfering with Barry Gill after he had kicked the ball.
Oh, must have been very close.
Oh, and Crouch running back to have a little chat to him too so early in the game. The ball is to be taken now by Robertson on the centre wing position. Who is it?
Quirk it is.
Quirk, I'm sorry. Yes, the kick goes now up towards the half-forward flank, hugging the boundary line, and it's over and out.
Well, Butch, I agree with your remarks earlier about these choppy conditions. This could spoil a tremendous game of football today with the conditions like they are. The wind is not favouring either end really, but as you suggested, it's going to be easier to score at the scoreboard end.
Essendon play now. Well, Mackenzie hit down beautifully with a nice left foot kick in towards the centre. Backing back as a good punch away by Blue over towards Close. But it's a chance for Noonan. Gould chops in. He hits back towards Blue. Nice play. Could have been a free kick there. Taken away nicely by Kevin Hall into the centre. And a mark to Minari. Gallagher.
Gallagher now takes his kick. Oh, it's smothered over by Mackenzie. Players come in from all angles there. There's a push and the ball will be brought back. And the free kick is going Carlton's way, is it?
Croswell.
To Brent Croswell, right in the centre of the ground. Croswell takes his kick. It's a glorious drop kick too. Up towards centre half forward. But marking there in defence, unattended, was Gosper. Gosper now about to take his kick. This is not a bad one. It's over the centre, up towards centre half forward. Players flying for Noonan.
Beautiful, strong mark.
Too good. Noonan now takes his kick further downfield. Players come out to meet it. Ruffs is out there. Fletcher couldn't handle the ball. It goes close to the boundary line. I think it's over. No, he knocked it back into play quite cleverly. Picked up here and driven out of danger up towards the wing position on the outer side. Players coming to meet that ball now. Nobody able to. Oh, there's a free kick to Barry Davis.
Oh. It had to be paid, Mike.
Barry Davis now takes his kick. Up towards the pocket on the outer side. Up Lofts goes with Blythen there, number 11. And the ball goes over the boundary line.
And this boy is proving a handful for Wes Lofts so early in the game, Butch.
Leading well out too, Ted, I agree with you. Could have been a blessing in disguise, even though it's very disappointing. There's a lovely hit down, but Gosper moves in front of Gallagher. It's still on the ground, picked up by Mackenzie, and Noonan to get the free.
Fordham, I should say. Butch, I'm sorry.
Fordham, he's deep on a half-forward flank. Couldn't kick the distance. Has a lead, no. Blethen stopped. It's kicked in hard there to Collins. Collins races away with it. They're playing on at all costs, Carlton. Out towards the centre wing position. A chance for Quirk to mark. He does. Plays on again. All Carlton taking all risks. The kick goes in towards the centre wing position again. Quirk butters up for it. Couldn't quite get it. Down to Fletcher. Fletcher pushes the ball over towards Gerlach. Good play. Gerlach's hard up against the boundary. Hooks it back in towards play. Has a chance for a mark. Payne couldn't quite get it, but hits it out nicely. Over here towards Sproul. Sproul gets a high kick in towards the centre half forward position. And Noonan judged the bounce beautifully, but ran into trouble. Gould's got him.
Oh.
And it's holding the ball.
Oh, boy.
A little bit unfortunate there against Noonan. He tried to anticipate a blind turn and ran straight into the arms of John Gould.
And players fast and furious here as the kick goes out to the wing position on that outer side. Oh, there's a free kick. No shadow of doubt about that. It's Robertson who will take it over there.
They're hard to pick, those two, aren't they? Quirk and
well,
Robertson.
Very much alike, Butch. There's the kick now swinging towards centre half forward. The wind holds it up, and the mark has been taken there by Ellis. Ellis now swings around and goes for a bit of a run. He puts his boot into it. He comes right across to the member stand flank. It's knocked away from close here by Hall. Hall gets one behind the ear for his trouble. Picked up by Ellis. He's an awful strike. He's grabbed by Jesselenko. His kick is a short one, however, and it goes to Close. Close tries a long one further downfield, and waiting there to take a good mark is Robert Walls.
I tell you what, that kid Blethen is definitely not frightened the way he went for that mark.
Walls now to take his kick. He's coming along the member stand flank. The players set themselves. There's an easy mark taken by Minari. Minari with his left knee bandaged there. He missed out in the second semi-final because of an injury. He kicks further downfield. Nobody able to grab it. Crosswell couldn't take it. Not further afield here. It's on Essendon's half-forward flank on the member stand side. It's over the line before Close could pull it in, and there'll be a throw-in.
Boy, gee, just watching the surface of that ground with the players, they're slipping quite easily out there.
Yes.
Throw-in takes place. Up they all go there. Mackenzie and Nichols neither gets a clear tap down. Noonan's trying to pick it up. A wild slosh off the ground. It's still on the half-forward flank for Essendon. It was until Gould picks up Gill now drives to the half-forward flank on the member stand side for the Blues. Players go down here. It's close to the boundary line. Eppes came in there after a magnificent game in the second semi-final. His first chance to grab the ball in the grand final. But he was smothered, and there'll be a throw-in on Carlton's half-forward flank on the member stand side. There it goes. Jones comes in to do battle on this occasion. Gets a tap down too. Picked up by Manari. Oh, he's grabbed straight away by Evans, and it's in the back. And Evans threw it away. There could be a penalty here. Oh, he was lucky to get away with that one.
Very lucky. Manari with the kick now in towards full forward. Gone off the side of his boot a bit. And through came Pryor and Kekovic. Kekovic got the hand to it, pushed it over the boundary line.
You'll notice today with this win the way it is that it's going to make the judgment of the players flying for their area marks very hard to judge indeed.
In they go, Evans and Nichols. Nichols hits down, but it's all Essendon. Williams gets a long kick in towards the centre. David Shaw well up from the flank. He's leading in the race for the ball, though, and sprints, takes it and fumbles. Tries to get down onto the left foot, goes back on the right. Beautiful play. Comes back on his left foot again. A bad kick in towards Fletcher. Fletcher tackled by Silvani, but gets around him. A long kick in towards full forward. There's Luff standing firm, and he's going to pay the mark. Oh, no, he's paid a push.
He's paid... He paid something. I'll tell you what, it was close if it was a mark, Butch.
Luff's come straight up the ground now. Kicks up towards the centre of the ground. Russell Blue is backing back there. Couldn't get there in time. Here's a chance for Sproul. Couldn't pick it up, however. Through comes Jesselenko, the brilliant Carlton player, pushing the ball in front of him. McKenzie after him. Jesselenko still going.
Free,
Get a free.
Actually penalised Carlton by giving that free, because Jesselenko was tearing straight in towards goal.
Jesselenko between the centre of the ground and centre half forward for Carlton. They're bringing players back now. Alec Eppes is on the mark as Jesselenko comes up to take his kick.
Lead.
Puts his boot into it. There's a lead. Kekovic comes out. Oh, he could mark. Oh, fumbled it, however. Had the chance too. There's a battle royal going on. Taken by Evans. He's over the boundary line for sure. And there'll be a throw in the forward pocket for Carlton on the member stand side.
And a free kick missed there to Evans.
Carlton kicking to the scoreboard and newsstand, and up they go. The ball hits the ground, knocked away here. A chance by Crane. Crane kicks forward. Here's a go. It bounces. It's bounced through almost. Yes.
Oh, that's the luck of football, Butch.
Well, that was a very lucky one. Now that gives Carlton 1 point lead. 7 points to 6, and there's nothing in this. Even as early as it is. A very lucky goal, but still, they all count.
Well, I believe in a grand final that you must, the winning side must receive a certain amount of lucky breaks, and that was one of Lady Luck's towards Carlton.
Crouch about to bounce. In they go. Big Jones in there, but hit away by McKenzie. Walls on the ball. Hits back to Manari. Manari gets a kick, a scrambly one. Williams in front, punches the ball away. Has a chance here nicely for Robertson. He kicks sharply in towards full forward, but it's Pryor dropped it. He's in trouble. Grab, but he'll bounce the ball.
He had no other alternative but to bounce that ball because he was held by 2 Carlton opponents and had no chance of getting rid of it.
He's bouncing it about 30 yards out from the Carlton goal. A big knock away. It's sharked here by Barry Davis. He kicks out to the halfback flank on the outer side. Oh, players fumble it. Walls was the one who fumbled. And the ball is driven by Fordham further downfield up towards centre half forward. Players set themselves in close. Cutting across, takes a glorious mark.
Geez, game this kid.
He's as game as Ned Kelly. There's the lead there from Blythen. Let's see what happens. Close is going to take the long one. Down it goes to the edge of the goal square. Players come out.
Oh, he's grabbed it.
Blythen.
Oh, he grabbed it. Beautiful, strong mark.
And if it hadn't have been his, Payne would have got it. It was a well-judged mark, that one.
Now Blythen, or Blythen as some people call him, he's already kicked one. He's 20 yards out directly in front. Kicking to the Richmond end. A chance to put the Dons back in front. He kicks. Didn't mess around. It's through.
Essendon back in front.
Well, Butch, up to date, this young lad has certainly proved his inclusion into the side. Now, to see him take that mark, he was outmanoeuvred by 2 Carlton opponents in Wesloffs and Peter Jones. Now, Wesloffs is 6'1.5", 6'2", and Jones is 6'3.5" to 6'4". And this lad is 6'1". Now, that was a pretty strong mark to take it over the top of these 2 Carlton defenders.
No dunce, this kid. One goal kicking in the third 18 and the second 18. Oh, Jones got right into McKenzie there. He's hurt. 2 in the middle of the ground. The ball goes scrambled up towards centre half forward. A chance for Croswell to take the hand pass. It was a bad one. Williams tried to kick it off the ground. Gallagher bumped heavily by Eppes. Still in the fight though. Kicks in towards full forward. McKenzie's up on his feet, but a good mark to do that. Mackenzie being treated in the middle of the ground or being looked at. No, he's all right. Very hard, this ground, particularly in the middle. Jones and Mackenzie. Jones marks. Much improved footballer, this fellow. Oh, and he's got a bit hot about Mackenzie then. Lightened off an awful lot. Doesn't he look fit, Ted?
He looks extremely well.
Kicking from behind centre half forward in towards the actual centre half forward position. Ellis takes the hit down, races through, passes, but a bad one, and Gould marks in front of Noonan.
Oh, what a battle we're in for today between those two, Noonan and John Gould. Mr. Elegance now kicks up towards the centre half forward position. Jostling going on there, picked up by Crane, who's doing well. Crane kicks it forward, there's nobody home, it bounces back. Kekovic is after it, Evans is after him. Oh, could be a free to Kekovic.
Yes,
he's paying the free.
Paid the man. He was not in possession of the ball, Mike.
Kekovic hard up against the boundary line, kicking from the outer flank to the new stand or scoreboard goal here at the MCG in Melbourne.
A difficult angle to kick from. If anything, the ball should swing left very sharply.
Let's see what he does with it. A swirly wind on the ground here as he comes up to kick. He tries a left footer. 1 point results.
Swung left, all right. That's a very strong gust coming in from that western new stand there.
You'll notice the way that ball is bouncing very awkwardly, Ted, and also twisting and turning on the ground. The ground is just like glass. It's that hard. Here's the kick in. Chance for Williams to mark. Couldn't. And down it comes under the ground. Oh, Croswell batted then. And a nice ball hooked in towards full forward. But Pryor beats Kekovic that time and marks. A little bit of friendly jostle, and Mackenzie congratulates him on it.
15 yards to go along with it.
Gallagher coming in to give his little bit too, and Jeff Crouch could have his hands full here today.
I'll tell you what, I'd like to be assured of winning. Tats is going to be a bit of trouble here before the day's out.
Well, Crouch is right on top at this particular stage of the game, Mike.
He'll want to stay there too. There's the kick. Oh, it's a glorious kick to the wing position on the outer side. Players come in for it. Nobody able to hold the mark. A chance here for Fletcher of Essendon. He gets around Jones. Fletcher steadies, puts his boot into it, drives further downfield. Here's a go. Oh, no, he couldn't be paid it. But what a gallant attempt. And Collins kicks and puts it over the boundary line.
Geez, got Wes Lofts worried, I tell you. Wes was propped underneath the ball, and had a quick look and thought he couldn't make it.
He did
that kid right in the centre of your screen, Jeff Blythen, who came in to replace Ken Fraser. Has he done well? 2 goals to date. There's still a struggle there. The ball is struggle forward. Collins goes up for Carlton, the back pocket player, and he marks. He'll have to come along the outer side now. Collins takes his kick. Not a bad one. I think it's going to be over the boundary line on that half-back flank on the outer side, and we'll wait for a throw-in.
This is a game that's going to develop into a battle of backlines, I would think, before the game is completely over.
Just about to say it, Ted. It's it should be a backman's game. Very blustery wind. In goes Jones with Evans. He can't judge the ball even for a throw-in. And it's kicked hard in towards the centre. Croswell sprinting. He's in front, missed the ball. Oh, and Williams came through. He missed it. Blue kicks the ball out now towards Robertson and Fletcher. Robertson should get the free. He does.
He does. And watch this fellow kick. He can kick at 79 yards. This time he tries a short one in here. It doesn't come off. Croswell has the opportunity once again. Kicked away by Ellis. Here's a chance for Robertson once more. Picked up by Gosper of Essendon, however. Gosper now drives down towards a half-forward flank. It's a high one. And the kick given further downfield.
Interference after he'd kicked the ball.
Who's it going to there, Alan?
Payne to take the free. On the centre wing position, kicking towards the Richmond end goal. It's a good kick too. They're getting a lot of distance there. There's Blethen and Lofts. Lofts that time took the honours. It's down to Walls. Walls gets a straight left foot over the boundary line.
Appealing for a deliberate kick out.
Well, it was, Mike, but he smothered it by kicking it left foot.
It wasn't a very good effort, was it? Really?
Oh, not really. But it's difficult out there. There's attacking areas, and you've got to keep it away from there.
Well, it's pretty easy to sit up here and be critical.
Oh, gee, did you see that young Blythen get in the air again?
Oh, he's a good player.
Good player.
Right, the boundary umpire wants to have a throw in, but it's back to Robert Walls, who will take the free kick in the back pocket on that outer side. Kicking from the Richmond end. His kick gets under it a trifle. The players set themselves. Silvani in front takes the mark. Oh, didn't this fella play?
15-yard penalty.
Yes, and rightly so.
Oh, that's a bit rude.
Oh, turn it
that's
up.
That's a little bit rude.
He was going on. He was
wasting time.
But
the fellow coming in behind him, he just can't stop dead in his tracks. He must go on with him for a few feet.
He will argue against the umpire's decision, Ted. There's the kick up to the half-forward flank for Carlton on the outer side. Down it comes here. Charlie Payne tries to break clear, however, but it's Carlton struggling the ball forward. Eppes relieves the pressure as he kicks towards the flank position on the outer side. Gallagher comes out with it. Gallagher now over towards centre half forward. Big Nichols there. Not paid, however. Payne has the opportunity. Could get a free out of this.
I
And he
don't
will.
too. He nearly kicked this, you know, Mike. He's a good kick, this fella. 60 to 65 yards out. A good kick right into the square. Pryor in front. Chance for Kekovic, but there's a free to Pryor.
Yes.
Yes, there was an infringement there.
Tell you what, Kekovic won't do much good playing this bloke from behind.
He's a bit hard to get around, though, Mike. A most
True.
awkward player.
And a speedy player too. There's a kick now. He comes along the member stand flank. Russell Blue is unloaded there and he will take the free. Russell Blue, a great champion for the Dons, takes his kick now up to the wing position on the member stand side.
There's
Kevin
a push
Hall
to
has given
Close.
away a free kick. It's gone to Close.
Michael has 3 free kicks in a row.
I think Hall was a victim of circumstances then because Close was backing back onto him all the time. And this is the way it turns out. Robin Close with the ball now. Oh, he kicks into the man on the mark. Here's a chance for Hall now. Hall following the ball up. He's going to be met very shortly. Across it comes to Eppes now. Eppes tries a hand pass. It's taken by Williams. Williams of Essendon steadies now. Takes his kick. It's a drop kick. It goes to the flank position on the outer side. Leaves Robertson plenty of open territory to relieve the pressure for the Blues. His kick goes up towards a half-forward flank. It's close to the boundary line. Quirk is after it with Davis. Over it goes, and there will be a throw-in.
Very hard to play the positions, Ted, isn't it?
Oh, and isn't that ball travelling from one end of the ground to the other so quick? There's one fella that's going to feel the pressure before the game's over. That's the umpire, Jeff Crouch.
In goes Nichols. Oh, nice hit down to Minari, but it's fumbled away. He gets the kick, though. Over towards the flank. Quirk has it. Hand passes out towards Croswell. Croswell mistimed it. And Williams came through and kicked out towards the centre. Winger mark to Minari. Oh, that wind's playing a lot of tricks.
My word.
Minari kicks in towards centre half forward. Oh, look at it flying up there was Bennett, but he couldn't get it. And it's, oh no, free kick. It's play on. Scrambly play there. Ellis falls over. Crane manages to get the ball out. It's over here towards Gallagher. He kicks out towards Kekovic. Kekovic tries for the mark and he's going to get the free.
He's playing it in the back.
Well within kicking distance too.
Now Kekovic, usually a pretty accurate kick. Tell you what, are we in for a feast of football here? This is going to be nip and tuck all day.
I would agree with you, Mike. The way it's opened this first quarter has been a great start to the 68 grand final.
Kekovic 50 yards out, on only a slight angle. Up he comes, left boot into it. It's on its way, it's swinging across, it looks good. It's through. Carlton back in front.
14 points to 12. Carlton 2 points in front. You notice the Essendon players playing that trick of running in with the player kicking for the ball.
Well,
We're kicking for goal.
It worked last week, Butch, so they're certainly trying it again.
I noticed before too, Ted Whitten, that there's Ron Barassi there with his equipment. He's sitting up in the smoker stand, sending messages down. Golly, he's got one hand on the telephone, another hand writing there. There's the bounce of the ball. Up they go now. It's taken here by Gosper. Gosper gets his kick out towards the wing position on the outer side. Fletcher's there. He's bundled over, however. Chance for Gosper once again. Playing well, Gosper, so far. Gets his kick now down towards the pocket on that outer side. Lofts is in front of Blythen. Oh!
He's paid the free against Blythen towards Lofts.
They're definitely entitled for that free. Where's Lofts?
Hey, this kid can get up, though.
Yes, but he can't continue to keep up this style of football. He must play from the front, Mike, if he is to gain any advantage over a fullback.
True, Ted, but at the same time, he can lift himself in the air. That's the point I was making.
That's right.
There's the kick, and it's marked over there by Robertson.
We did mention that earlier, Mike.
Thanks, Ted. Robertson takes his kick now. It's not a bad one either. Up to the half-forward flank on the outer side. Up they go. Williams couldn't quite pull it in, but taken by Barry Davis. Davis now to the flank position on the outer side. Half-forward flank for the Dons, that is, on the outer side. Over the line it goes, and we'll wait for the throw-in.
23 minutes gone, and only 2 points the difference. Carlton in front.
A pretty low score, too, for the first quarter.
Oh, it's been a tight quarter, put it that way. Nichols gets a tap out here, taken by Gallagher. See Nichols shepherd there beautifully for Gallagher to get his kick. Croswell has the opportunity, fumbles again. In they go, Crane goes over. A chance for Fordham, tries to get it across here to Barry Davis. He does so. Davis gets his kick to the half-forward flank for Essendon.
There's a
on
push.
the member stand side, knocked away from Close by Kevin Hall, but the free kick goes to Close. His kick is a poor one, however, threw his hands up in disgust, but here's a go, David Shaw. Shaw, a left footer.
Oh, what a good effort on the kid.
Blethen fell over there, couldn't quite get his hands to it, but tried hard, valiantly he tried to throw in the forward pocket for Essendon on the member stand side. Nichols gets a tap down, taken here by Collins, a back pocket player for the Blues. He gets his kick up towards a wing position on the member stand side. Players come out to meet it. Fordham has the opportunity there. In they come. It's taken here by Jesselenko. Beautiful football to Crosswell. Crosswell's kick is a poor one. He's not playing well at all, Crosswell.
And
a
it's
free
free
kick in the back to Bennett of Carlton.
He's in the shadow of the stand.
Crosswell's not firing. Up
No.
comes Bennett. Oh, off the side of his boot, an absolute shocker. And
Michael,
there
I
will be
think
a
Crosswell's
throw-in.
trying a little bit too hard at the moment. He's only a baby, and it's a tremendous experience for him in a grand final with this huge crowd.
Too true. The throw-in takes place. Up they go. Evans went up there for the Dons. A chance for Crane. Can't get it in time. There'll be a throw-in.
We mentioned young Crosswell, Butch. I agree with you and Mike. I think he's covering such a lot of territory, and trying too hard can take its toll on a player of his age.
Throw-in on Carlton's half-forward flank. Mackenzie, a beautiful hit down there, taken by Fordham. Fordham could get a free, but play on was a call, however. They're struggling for it. Fordham is still going for the Dons. Across to Russell Blue. He runs into all sorts of strife there.
He's going to bounce it, Michael, and the right decision too.
Good decision.
Russell Blue ran into a big brick wall then. 3 Carlton opponents and had no possible chance of getting through.
On Carlton's half-forward flank on the member stand side. Up they go. Big Nichols is there. Oh, cleverly he knocks it out too and got one for his corner. Taken here by Crane. Crane, a long kick up towards the pocket on the member stand side. Oh, Jones went down as the ball is forced over the boundary line. There'll be a throw-in in the forward pocket now for Carlton on this member stand side. They're kicking to the scoreboard on new stand end. There's Evans, number 36 of the Dons, going up with Jones, number 28. Up they go. The tap down comes here. Shark by Gosper. Gosper puts his boot into it, drives it straight over the boundary line, up into the smoker stand almost, and we'll have another throw in.
Gosper has been a prolific kick winner in this first quarter, gaining many breaks from the boundary throw-ins and also from the centre bounces.
No
But
real advantage in the rucks either. Oh, there's a nice one now to Nichols. A good hand pass. There's a chance. Oh, Gallagher grabbed around the head. No, free kick. A good hand pass back to Wippers. He tripped over. Hand pass nicely to Mackenzie, though. Mackenzie scrambled the kick. Silvani mistimed it. Noonan coming through from behind, punches it back. Gould backs back and takes it. Gets a left foot kick in towards centre half forward. Barry Davis is there, but it's gone over the top of him and his opponent. Down onto the ground it comes. There's a chance for young Manari. He can't quite get it, but he's battling on. Gets it now and kicks in towards full forward. A chance for Pryor here, marks.
oh, this is pressure football.
This ground's like glass. Teddy, you notice the way a lot of us are slipping over. Fletcher is marked on the centre wing.
And also the bounce of the ball. Butch, very unorthodox.
Very awkward. Kick or nice pass to Fordham right in the middle of the ground. Now that's a bit more direct play. Fordham.
What's the wind picked this up?
Ooh, look at it.
There he is, the kid.
Couldn't get it. Down onto the ground, a chance for Close. He's still at it. Has the ball punched away from him. Blethen in there.
Look at
and
this.
Close snaps it goal. It goes through for 1 point. Now that's 1 point the difference now. Essendon 13 points in their first point of the match, and we're well into time on it.
27.5 minutes going on 28 minutes of the first quarter, Alan.
What a lot of guts this young Close he shows in these forward line battles with his back.
The goals all the time, though, Ted.
He never gives up. That's him, number 19
Look, he's
in the
as
middle of
fine
your
as a
screen.
summer's day.
It's Kevin Hall, number 3 for Carlton. They're the half-back flanker who played so well in the second semi-final, his opponent.
Kick out. Oh, here's a chance there for Robertson. The bounce of the ball beat him. Knocked away. Taken by Nichols. Nichols cleverly gets it across here towards Barry Gill. Oh, Gill is going on. Will he get out of it? Yes, he does. A long hand pass into no man's land. A chance for Russell Blue. He overruns the ball but recovers beautifully. Russell Blue now to the half-forward flank on that outer side. There they go. Robertson knocks it away. Picked up by Ellis here. Ellis now down towards the pocket, but it's over the line. There'll be a throw-in.
Butch, who do you feel has more confidence in their approach to the ball at this particular stage?
I think Essendon.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They're a little surer.
Yeah.
Which speaks well for Carlton. They're in front.
That's right.
Up they go. Nichols, another glorious tap down to Barry Gill. Gill now gets his kick in towards the centre. Waiting there is Mackenzie. Couldn't quite pull it in, but he tries to struggle on. There's a chance here for Quirk, and he will take the free. Quirk now takes his kick up towards the forward pocket on that outer side. Kekovic is there, but Pryor pulls it in. Pryor's going off for a bit of a run. He struggles the ball forward now, gets his kick. It's a good kick too, but waiting there is Robert Walls to take the mark in the fence. Walls goes for a bit of a run, gets the ball across here to Minari. Minari over to Robertson. Robertson now a left footer. It's a poor kick, however. A chance here for Bennett. It's a struggle in towards Kekovic. Kekovic down towards the pocket. Jones is waiting there. Here's a go. Bennett once again puts his boot to it, but the ball is smothered, however, by Evans over the line. There'll be a throw-in.
Good play by Evans in a very dangerous situation. He broke it up very smartly.
Showed a lot of courage. There's the throw-in now. Evans going in there with Big Jones. Big Jones gets a tap here. Evans butters up, however, and puts it straight across the boundary line.
Look at Croswell in the forward pocket.
Yes, he's covering a lot of territory. I think Big John Nichols is lurching around the centre, allowing Croswell to get in there as a loose man in attack.
And a nice punch down towards the pocket. Croswell gets it, and it's a
miss. No mark.
Oh,
no mark.
Gallagher had it. And Williams now comes through. A little surer in defence. Essendon, the ball kicked out towards the flank, and a good mark to Robertson.
Now that move, Croswell lurking around there, Ted, has paid off. Robertson now, he's going to stick this right down. Robertson takes his kick. It's a good one. Oh, it's about 20 yards out from the goal square. Up they go. The ball is knocked to the ground. Picked up by Williams. There's a siren for quarter time. And what a hectic quarter it's been with the scoreboard reading. Essendon 2-1-13. Carlton 2-2-14. Quarter time in the 1968 Grand Final. Here at the MCG, it's umpire Jeff Crouch holding the ball aloft, signalling the start of the second quarter of the 1968 Grand Final between Essendon and Carlton. As they go into the second frame, we find that Carlton have a 1-point lead, and they're going into attack now as the ball has been marked there by Bennett at centre-half forward. Carlton in the second quarter are kicking down to the scoreboard end, waiting for Bennett to take his kick. Up he comes, puts his boot in. Oh, it's a long one, I'll tell you what. It's not a bad kick. It's in the goal square. They set themselves up. They go. Off the hands of the pack. It's taken here by Gerlach of Essendon. His kick off the side of his boot goes straight over the boundary line.
Oh, that was touch and go for a score too.
My word. Expert comment today from our friends here. Alan Butchgale, former captain of Fitzroy and Victoria, and Mr. Football, Ted Whitten. So you've got expert commentary through Channel 7.
Michael, every score is going to be very important in this game too. Jones moves in, a ball punched away by Payne, though, over the back, down towards Barry Davis. He hand passes out to Gerlach. Gerlach push.
There's a push.
And Quirk still in play. Oh, bad luck for Essendon there. Quirk still in trouble.
Oh, he's gone too far.
Well, I think he might have recovered a bit because it should have been Essendon's kick in the first place.
I think umpire Jeff Crouch may have realised the mistake that he made. That was a red-hot free kick to Darryl Gerlach for a push in the back.
Now Sproul has the ball on the half-back flank on the inner side of the ground, kicking up towards the centre wing. Charlie Payne in good position. The ball punched away by Silvani. Robertson gets it. Sprints across the centre. A long kick in towards centre half forward. There was a chance for a mark, but the ball punched down. Sproul moves through very nicely. Over to Epis. Epis races across that half-back line, going towards the defensive flank. Out here towards the curl back in towards the centre, and Collins dashes through. Right through the back pocket player, kicks from the centre, in towards centre half forward. There was nearly a big mark to Gerlach. He tries to recover. Epis hand passes to Williams. Williams kicks from centre half back in towards the centre wing position. Noonan well up from centre half forward. Couldn't mark as the ball punched away. Carlton relieve again in towards Big John Nichols, who's on his own now on the flank. Going in for a long kick at goal. Pryor in good position, marks in front of Kekovic.
He had nowhere to kick that ball, Big John Butch. He just had to blaze away at open territory.
There's a chance for him to mark again. Nichols couldn't mark, hits down. It's nicely picked up by Crane. In towards Jesselenko, and Jesselenko has marked.
Jesselenko has marked a little wide of centre-half forward towards the flank position on that outer side. Carlton kicking down to the Richmond end, and of course Essendon to the newsstand or scoreboard. And there's a lead from Kekovic. Jesselenko could hoof this one. Oh, no, he couldn't because it's not a very good kick. Up they go. Oh, plenty of players there. Gallagher tries to crash his way through the pack. Got one high around the neck, but there'll be a ball up.
Good decision there too, I thought.
Well, he bullocked his way into that, really, didn't he? The ball up only about 20 yards out from the Carlton goal. Jones goes up there. Gallagher tries to pick it up. He could get a free out of this. He's still struggling. He picks it up. He goes around onto his right foot, hooks it over his shoulder. Look at this!
Hit the post!
Post!
Oh, he deserved better.
I tell you what, umpire Jeff Crouch He put the whistle to his mouth on 3 occasions before he kicked that ball and took it away again.
I said he might have got a free too, referring to Gallagher.
In they go. Oh, Williams couldn't hold it. Tries to recover. Fletcher now gets the kick up towards the half-forward. Oh, Barry Gill mistimed it badly. Shaw racing for it. Hesitates slightly. Covers the ball. A long kick at goal. Look at this. And Lofts took a very, very solid mark. Oh, that was well done. Under a lot of pressure. Now Wesloff's indicating he'll kick to the defensive flank, which is the outer wing. Kicking from the scoreboard end. Oh, bad kick in towards Silvani. Silvani couldn't time it either. Ellis gets it. Tries the short one. Has a chance here for Fordham. Fordham couldn't quite take it. Lofts tripped. A big Walls tripped. And it's a scramble of players here. Umpire Crouch manages to make a decision in the finish, and he'll bounce.
Oh, he missed that trip too.
Ooh, bad.
Must have been players in front of him. There's the bounce of the ball. Nichols and McKenzie. Oh, Nichols a big hit away towards the centre. There's nobody home there for the Blues. They're cutting across now, all right. Knocked away here by Crane. Taken by Blue, however, for the Dons. Blue up towards the forward pocket on the member stand side. Shaw is there. Knocked away. It goes to Walls. He's grabbed. He's taken to the ground. Holding the ball.
Obvious one too. Look at Lofts sprinting back towards the goal square. Left his man a long way away. There's Bleth in the full forward in the square. Lofts just made it as Shaw comes up. Kicks it in towards a chance for Bleth to mark, and Noonan. Noonan grabs Kevin Hall. No free kick. It's a mad scramble there. Young close, battling away. Kick off the ground by Nichols. Hits the player and comes back the other way. Fordham has it. He hand passes. It's a wild one. Goes up and takes it again himself. Nichols kicks off the ground. In towards the centre. Away they go. Croswell's a chance here. Met solidly by Williams though. He picks up. Tries to go back the other way. Over towards Jezelenko. Impus takes it though. He kicks in towards the centre. It's Williams and Sproul, I beg your pardon, in front. Over to Payne. Payne gets a hand pass out here towards Noonan. Noonan lines up the goal from a long way out. Kicks offline and it's out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, he put plenty of leather behind that one, Alan.
It's starting to really get exciting here though now, Mike.
Oh, it's glorious to call.
2 points
Isn't
in
it?
front, Carlton. It's a terrific game.
Throw-in takes place. Nichols and McKenzie. McKenzie gets up high. It goes to David Shaw, who's on the opposite flank. He puts his left foot into it, swings it around. Looks like another throw-in in the forward pocket for the Dons, just beside the behind post, as you can see.
Both teams with very tight defences, Ted. There's Big Nichols in the screen.
Very difficult also to kick an angle snapshot goal from that pocket because the wind is blowing in from the new Western stand and the old stand.
Oh, Nichols tries to pull that one in, couldn't do so. Collins is after it, but the ball beats him over the line. There'll be another throw-in.
Yes, Butch, I think Big John Nichols is starting now to play a bigger part in the match with his physical strength.
Throw-in, Nichols once again. He taps this away beautifully. Noonan tried to shark it, couldn't do so. Plenty of Carlton backmen, picked up by Collins. Collins hoofs it out to the half-back flank, on the outer side rather. Crane couldn't hold it. Silvani comes in, over the line it goes. There'll be a throw-in. It's on Essendon's half-forward flank on the outer side. They're kicking to the new stand end. There's a throw-in. Jones comes in to do battle this time. Jones gets a tap too from behind, knocked away by Close. Sproul comes in there, loses sight of the ball. A chance for Gould. Close is still in there battling. Close is still going on. In comes Gosper, Collins.
Very solid go at Gosper then.
No holes barred at all in this 1968 grand final.
Wouldn't fancy being there, Ted. Throw-in takes place. Up they go. Jones gets a tap down out towards Gallagher though. Players run into trouble there. It's Russell Blue, a veteran of many games. He kicks in towards centre half forward. The ball is smothered by Barry Gill. Gill picks up, kicks to the wing position on that outer side. For the sake of Carlton, it had better go over the boundary line. There were 3 Essendon players waiting there and only 1 Carlton player to do issue with them.
This blustery wind causing a lot of trouble with the players' judgment for the ball. Throw in on the centre wing position on the outer wing. Oh, Jones interfered with, hits down. Nicely picked up by Croswell in towards Nichols. Nichols grabbed by Evans. Tries to play on. Hand passes out towards Jezelenko, but Crane comes in, takes it off him, goes round onto the left foot. Looks a reasonable kick until Williams came through and trapped it. Down again to Manari. Manari kicks high up towards Kekovich. It's a big chance to mark. He does. Fair way out too.
He's already kicked one. He's kicked 1 goal. He's 40 yards out, directly in front, kicking to the Richmond end. Ryan Kekovich. Up he comes, concentrating. Left foot kick, it's on its way. It looks pretty good from here. It's right through the centre. The goal umpire never moved.
He never looked like missing it up on 10.
2 kicks, 2 goals. The same at the other end of the ground, young Blythen. 2 kicks, 2 goals. You can't ask for many more from the full forward than that, Butch. 3 goals, 3-21. Carlton, 2-1-13, Essendon.
Crouch now about to bounce. Players all still in their selected positions. Mackenzie gets through, but Jones, and look at Croswell's big punch. And Gallagher fooled his opponent then. And passes to Kekovic. Kekovic in a lot of trouble. Oh, did they hit him, but he gets through. 1 point. Oh, and Essendon players down there too.
Yes.
I think Gerlach
I don't recognise him, do you, Ted?
No, I think it could be Eppes.
Yes, it's...
I think it could be Eppes.
It is Eppes. Out it comes here. Quirk couldn't hold the mark. Goes to Robertson. Robertson tries a hand pass out here towards Walls. Walls in diabolical strife. Gets it back here towards Quirk now. Quirk takes his kick over centre half forward. They go for it. And Crane is marked.
He could kick this too.
He's already kicked one, Alan. He kicked the first one for the Blues in the first quarter. Eppes got a nasty one. And Crane is 50 yards out. Directly in front, kicking to the Richmond end. It's on its way. It's going to get the distance. Accuracy, what about it? 1 point.
Oh, gee, look at certainty.
I think that grazed the post.
Must have been very close, Ted.
This is bad, you know. Eppes injured and Jeselenko on his own. As Pryor comes up, looks as if he's got a cut face there. Out towards Crane. Crane drops the mark, but plays on. He's playing well, this kid. Kicks in towards the forward pocket, and Pryor came out. Rolled Nichols over too and pushed it out of bounds.
Oh, Big John, there's a lot of man there to hit the turf when he goes down. The throw-in takes place. The players set themselves. Nichols there, tries the tap. He changes his mind. Another tap over there towards Minari, but it's taken by Gosper. Gosper out towards a flank position on that outer side, taken by Russell Blue, but the ball was already over the line as the boundary umpire signalled, and there'll be a throw-in. It's on Carlton's half-forward flank on the outer side.
Crouch umpiring very coolly too.
Evans going for the ball this time with Nichols. Up they go. Across it comes here and over to able to break clear. It's Gerlach, is it? Way up there. Yes, it is too. Ellis gets it across here to Blue. Russell Blue now from the wing position on the outer side. Kicks to the half-forward flank. In comes Robin Close. Hall is after him. Collins comes out with the ball for Carlton. Goes over. Recovers beautifully and kicks over the half-forward flank position on the outer side for the Blues, and there'll be a throw-in.
Ted, I think these conditions are beginning to suit Carlton.
If anything, I would agree, Butch. I'd also agree that Alec Eppes is a pretty sick boy down there and very dangerous to leave Jeselenko on his own.
Ball forced out of bounds by Gosper.
Oh, both sides tackling ferociously.
This is why the scrambly kicking, it's what's causing the scrambly kicking, Michael, is the very intense tackling. Oh, Mackenzie should have a free kick against him there. No, play on. No, he's called it. Oh, he's let it go on. And here's young Jeselenko. Shorts one to Kekovic, and Kekovic marks. 25 yards out. Gee, that was confusion. I was sure that he blew his whistle.
There's Alec Eppes, number 28 in your screen. Very, very sick boy.
Kekovic has already kicked to 25 to 30 yards out. On only the slightest of angles, you could say, directly in front. Up he comes, puts a bit of a skip in. He kicks, he seems to loft that a trifle. Wasn't a good kick, and 1 point result. Notice that little skip he put in, Teddy. I called it as he came in.
Yes, Mike, and that's the first time he has done that today. His other kicks had normally been a normal run-up and a straight follow-through.
2-1-13 Essendon, 2-3-6 24 Carlton.
Well, that's 9 shots they've had, Carlton. Pryor kicking in awkwardly
switches
too.
flanks a bit too.
In towards Bennett. Marked nicely. Williams going crooked, he had him by the arm. But Bennett now, there's a lead. There's, he's honouring it too. It's Kekovic coming out, going for it, but Pryor pushes it down. Quirk picks up. He's on an acute angle, racing into goal. Another miss. Oh, this is costly for Carlton.
Well, one thing that I have noticed in the last 5 or 6 minutes, Carlton are backing each other up much better than what Essendon have been during this second quarter.
They're looking a better side, Ted.
Well, when the players are flying for a high mark, the smaller men are scouting the packs better and looking with their handball much more than what Essendon are.
Now, watch where Pryor kicks off. Apparently, he's going to try
I'd kick off to the outer wing.
Yeah, well, he's trying this member stand flank once again. There it goes. The players set themselves. Quirk and Davis go for it. It's close to the boundary line. It'll go over, and there'll be a throw-in. On Carlton's half-forward flank on the member stand side. Big Jones coming in there. Mackenzie, right after him. Mackenzie goes up and gives away a free kick.
He kidded for that a bit too, but it was a fair dinkum free kick.
I think Big Macca was coming in with so much speed. There's another big fella, John Nichols, there in the goal square as we wait for the ball to be delivered forward. Not a bad kick there from Jones. Players come out to meet it. Up they go there. No mark. Knocked away by Pryor. Down to the ground. Taken by Minari, the rover for Carlton. He tries a hand pass. They're fumbling it, but Barry Davis doesn't fumble. Davis comes out. His kick right across the ground.
Oh, bit of
It's
luck
marked
there.
over there by Russell Blue. Yes, there was a fair bit of luck in that one, all right. Russell Blue takes his kick up forward. Gould is there in front. Couldn't hold the mark, however. Down to the ground it comes. A chance for Walls to put the ball back into attack for the Blues. His kick goes up. Up they go. Nobody able to hold it. Taken by Williams. He tries a hand pass. It's Fletcher now. Fletcher coming up towards the weak position. Hand passes over here to Barry Davis. Davis now tries a short one in. Oh, pass!
Beautiful football.
Charlie Payne.
Charlie Payne now deep on a half forward flank, kicks in towards full forward. There's Lofts in front of Blethyn there, pushes the ball down in front of him. Good defensive play. Shaw comes through very solidly, but the ball beats them both over the line.
Yes, that was beautiful football by Barry Davis. Young Fletcher handball over to him and a beautiful stab pass to Charlie Payne coming right down from the forward pocket.
Jones and Noonan move in for it. Jones hits down nicely to Gould. Oh, look at Gould, had the ball hit away from him. Jones has it. Hand passes out towards the flank. Barry Gill comes through and taps it over the line.
I tell you what.
Rags, he didn't know what happened, and he's got two hands. He should put both those hands around that ball.
And Jones hits down again to Minari. Here on the half-back flank. The ball scrambled out towards Fletcher. Fletcher marks in front of Robertson. Not a good kick, that one.
They're not looking, are they?
They need to score, Essendon.
12 points in front, Carlton. There's another hand pass by Jones out to Gill. Bad kicking by Carlton.
And very defensive.
Very sloppy kicking, Ted. This is wasting a lot of opportunities.
Very, very negative football, this.
It's a bit early to be playing negative.
Well, this is right.
In they go. Jones with Mackenzie. Jones pushes Mackenzie that time, and he got the free.
Oh. Do you agree with that
There's
one,
15
Teddy?
yards.
15-yard penalty. Very foolish.
Oh, Barassi would be going crook now, I'd reckon.
That's bringing Mackenzie into a fair shot at goals now. Still a long way out, though.
Look at Barassi
waving
just
his head.
shaking his head as if to say, what did you do it for? A short one towards Sproul.
Now, that was a missed kick.
Barassi must be saying, what are you doing down there? Well, he might ask too.
3-7. They've had 10 shots to 3.
Sproul, 25 yards out, directly in front, kicking to the new stand end. It's on its way. It looks pretty good from here. He stuck it through.
It's number 26, Paul Sproul. Just kicked that goal. Number 19 was Ian Collins, the Carlton back pocket player. There's Ron Barassi on the two-way hook-up to his runner, Graham Donaldson. Essendon 3-1-19, Carlton 3-7-25.
Have a look at that. All those scoring shots, and they're still only 6 points in front. Could have cost them the game. Crouch now about to bounce. How long has gone in the second quarter, Mike?
Just on 17 minutes. There
7
they go.
all.
Oh, Nichols a big hit away, right to the flank position on the outer side. Jesselenko in possession, puts his left foot into it, drives down forward. Here's a go, but out in front of Kekovic's Pryor, who takes the mark.
Kekovic's playing a little bit behind too.
That's right. Pryor now kicks in the wing position. Silvani has the chance, knocked away by Fordham, taken here by Epps. He's grabbed however, he drops the ball. Could be holding, yes. Silvani, not the dominating force so far in this game that he was in the second semi-final. What a game he played that day. But plenty of ability, old Serge. Hello, he's
trying to cheat a bit.
Yep. Up comes Silvani now. He tries one in here. Players come out to meet it. Kekovic has a chance. Ooh. Pryor got under him a bit. Evans comes through with the ball. Gosper has it. It's taken here. Looked by Crane. Down forward it goes. Nobody able to hold it. Barry Davis there with it. Pushes the ball on in front of him. Gives Quirk the chance. Quirk dives on top of it. Can't come out with it. Quirk is still going. Well played, Quirk. Over to Minari. Minari a hand pass across here. Intercepted by Ellis. Ellis tries a short one over towards Fletcher. Doesn't come off, but there's nobody near Fletcher now. Fletcher going for the run. He's still going. He tries another short one up here towards David Shaw. Walls gets up high. Coming out there is Lofts. Over he goes. Tries a punch. It's over the boundary line.
Beautiful
and
strong
there'll be a
play.
throw-in.
Oh, that needed something like that,
Oh,
Teddy.
my word.
And Luff's made no error.
Lucky no one was on the other end of it.
Would have been a beauty. So in now, Nichols back on the ball. Competing with Mackenzie, gets over the top of it with that lovely left hand. Gallagher has the kick smothered. Noonan takes it, puts it in towards the forward pocket. Walls didn't bother. Kicked in towards the centre. Silvani's in there and takes a chest mark. Oh, he paid it.
Oh, gee whiz. It was touch and go, Butch.
Oh, you can say that again,
I think he
Ted.
blew his whistle before Surge dropped it. There's the kick now. It swings out towards a half-forward flank on the member stand side. Williams backing back there for the Dons, almost pulled in a one-hander. Williams is still going. In comes Ellis. Crosswell is after him. Gets it across to Gosper of Essendon. Gosper gets his kick into the centre of the ground. The players set themselves. Up they go. Silvani is there. Coming through there, we find Barry Davis. Davis, a long hand pass towards Fletcher. Fletcher in a bit of strife. He's just bustled out of the way as Barry Gill picks up. Gill now down towards centre half forward for the Blues. Two Carlton players spoil each other. Taken by Gallagher now. Gallagher down towards Kekovich and Pryor. Kekovich almost pulled in a beauty. Play on is the call. Eppes is there. Eppes goes to the ground. Kekovich is still battling on there. Pryor still after him. Russell Blue comes in.
Yeah, gets a free
and
kick.
there's a free to Kekovich.
And deserved it.
For the trip.
Well, I reckon he's missed three before that one.
For the trip or the push. I think he got both, Teddy. What do you think he paid it for?
I think he paid the trip.
Could have been 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
I would have said a good decision had he let play go on from there.
Kekovich has already notched a couple. He's 65 to 70 yards out. Kicking to the Richmond end. It's a punt kick. Oh, it's a poor one though. It swings off. Worked! Oh, almost pulled in a beauty. Picked up here by Gerlach. Gerlach out to the half-back flank on the member stand side. Robertson was held there by Fletcher. They both dive on top of it. Robertson comes out with the ball, puts his left boot into it, drives down towards the goal square. Up they go. Nobody able to pull that one in, and Eppes comes out with the ball. Eppes, it's off the side of his boot, however, and there'll be a throw-in on Carlton's half-forward flank on the member stand side.
Reggie Eppes is trying hard.
Yes, great play by Eppes. He anticipated the flight of the ball from the hands of the pack there, and in his last game he's trying very, very hard.
In they go. Big Jones curls the ball down. Gerlach read the play very well. Kicks in towards the centre. Nichols takes the mark. No, he's not. Yes, he's paid.
He's got to pay it.
Didn't hold it that long.
Oh.
Nichols now kicking from the centre. In towards full forward. Well, more centre half forward. Russell Blue taps the ball down. Jezelenko dragged away by Eppes and will get the free.
No doubt about that. I'll tell you what, Russell Blue's playing well on that wing.
Very solid game, Michael. Now, do you reckon he can kick this? He's a good long way out.
Oh, I wouldn't think so, Alan. He's 65 yards out.
In towards the pocket, Pryor.
Oh.
Yes, Kekovich doesn't quite know whether to lead or not. I think he's better off if he leads up the ground and doesn't worry too much. Ball kicked out now again to Gosper. Gosper, a very handy player. He's on a half-back flank. In towards the centre wing, Russell Blue will mark.
Oh, hello.
They're kicking round the ground a lot better,
I
Ted.
don't think what the players up forward realise. These inexperienced boys, that ball will always drop short when they're kicking into a breeze.
There's a kick now forward, up towards centre half forward, up they go. Oh, David Shaw almost pulling a beauty. Noonan tries to struggle forward with it. Taken here by Close. Close steadies, he kicks in at the big ones. Look at this!
It's through the middle. It's a sausage roll.
Essendon in front, or level.
That's exactly level. Yeah, look at their kicking compared to Carlton's. He's a dangerous player, this kid. 25 points each, and the time is 21 and a half minutes gone in the second quarter. 3-7. Oh, murder.
I go along with your Butch and say the kicking by Carlton is very haphazard, and whereby Essendon are a little bit more direct in their kicking to position.
In they go, Nichols. Tries to head it out, doesn't get it clear. Silvani came through very hard and ran into Blue. That's picked up by Evans, out towards the wing position. Crane and Close. Crane beats him to it, though. He's in trouble getting away now, gets away from him. Kicks in towards the flank. Jezelenko and Eppes marks.
And shows it in his customary fashion to the crowd.
And a great comeback after a very nasty knock early in this quarter, Mike.
Eppes now, good kick too, right in towards centre half forward. Ragsy Gould has the chance, beats him though. Noonan comes through, back towards Gould again. It's Scrambly, a hand pass here over towards centre half forward. It's Noonan with it, racing into an open goal.
It's another one.
Well, that just shows you how this game of ours goes. Carlton have had most of the play in the quarter, and yet Essendon outscoring them. Wonderful kicking for a grand final. 5-1.
5-1 to 3-7, and Ragsy Gill flew for that ball at centre-half back with one hand.
I'll tell you
allowed
what,
Noonan in for a very, very easy goal.
for mine, about 5 minutes ago, the Carlton blokes seemed to relax out there. No, I'm not kidding.
Well, I couldn't honestly see it, Mike. I would still say that Carlton are well on top in the ruck department, also the roving. But Essendon in front. Look at that. Look at that. That's as far as I
there's
can
nobody
kick.
there, Teddy. That's what I'm saying. Look, centre-half forward, but Jesselenko comes in. He
No
tries
one
a
there.
short one down to Kekovic. Teddy, when that ball landed, there were 3 Essendon players there, and it was only that the bounce favoured Carlton and went out towards Jesselenko.
Well, I would say,
How about
Mike,
the punch from the centre bounce, though, to the half-forward flank?
It's a beauty.
that's
Boy.
what I'm talking about.
Kekovic now, he's already kicked 2. He's about 45 yards out on an angle. He kicks. This is going to be close, I'll tell you. It's there. Couldn't be any closer.
Kicked that from a very awkward angle, too. Now that brings the scores to even again. 4-7 to 5-1, 31 points each. And that might make an omen for Barassi, as his old number was 31.
Well, with so much play on their forward line, without Jesselenko and Kekovic, Carlton are in diabolical trouble.
This is true.
There's only 2 players on their forward line that are giving anything.
This is right. This is what I was referring to before, Ted. There it goes towards centre-half forward for Carlton. Here's Crosswell. He's had a pretty lean
lovely
time so
shepherd.
far. Crosswell now from a long way out. Kicks. He's put it through.
Now it's settling down into a grand final. Oh, that was beautiful shepherding by Jesselenko. Then Ted.
Yes, Eppers had the run of the ball, but well shepherded by Alex Jesselenko, allowed young Croswell in for a very good goal.
Carlton hit the front once again by 6 points.
I might tell you, it's so exciting here. I went to spell shepherded and I got S-H-E-P, S-H-E-P, S-H-E-P-E-R.
Barassi still a bit concerned. Crouch bouncing the ball. In they go. Nichols and Mackenzie clash. Down towards Gallagher. Gallagher runs into Mackenzie badly.
That's right, a good decision.
Yeah.
Holding the ball.
Yes, a good decision. He was in
Up,
position,
up.
played for a free kick, and umpire Crouch was right at his feet and saw exactly what was going on. Look at this.
Good pass to Fletcher on the flank. He's on his own. A one bounce. I could have shorted it, but kicked it into the goal square. Bletham couldn't mark it. Walls gets it, kicks it out to the flank again. Fletcher and Robertson go for it. They clash in midair. Fletcher tries to recover. Collins comes through to help. That's nicely picked up by Robertson. And the ball, as he's about to kick, he was slung and kicked straight out of bounds.
Did you see that number 11 Blythe there? He froze in midair. That's him, number 11, and Wesloff's number 20, right in the centre of your screen.
Oh,
By
he's shaking
gee, he
his
was in
head.
the air. He
Doesn't
was
he?
up like John Coleman used to get.
In they go now, Nichols and Mackenzie. They both frustrate
That's
each
a
other, and
free.
Nichols gets the free.
I don't go along with that one, but still,
No, I don't let it go.
Jeff Crouch is in a much better position.
In they go now, Nichols, good, even kicking towards the half-forward flank, and Barry Davis came through and marked solidly.
Oh, Jove, he's played well, this fellow.
Yeah, it was a very strong mark.
He's got to play well against Quirk, because give Quirk an inch and he'll take a mile. The kick now swings up towards centre-half forward. Coming out there to mark is Robert Close.
You know, I'd switch those flankers. I'd definitely have Barry Davis on Jesselenko. Look at that for a kick. In towards the half-forward flank again. Epus mistimed it, racing back. He's getting towards the forward pocket. Out comes Pryor. And well done, but mistimed it. A nice hand pass by Bennett, but what's
Picked up
this?
a free to
Pryor.
I think for the trip.
Grabbed him by the leg, you think?
Yep. He's as quick as a flash, Crouch. He's doing a magnificent job for mine. The kick now to the wing position on that outer side. Close from behind, nudged Gould out though. Taken by Crane, puts his boot into it, drives it downfield further. Players go for it. Manari has it. Manari tries a hand pass. It's all over the place. Eppers picks the ball up. Oh, he swung around there like a merry-go-round. Kicks up towards centre-half forward for the Dons. Hall in front there, couldn't mark it. Hall goes over, oh, got one too. Out comes Barry Gill with the ball. Gill puts his boot into it, down towards the half-forward flank. And look at this, Russell Blue almost on his own there until Jesselenko came in.
Michael, there's been a switch here. Kevin Hall's gone on to Noonan at centre-half back, and Ragsy Gould's been switched out onto Close on the flank. In they go now. Nichols over the top again, tries to hit down to Croswell. Gives it over though very nicely to Manari. Manari tries a short one, it gets to Kekovic, but on the
Played
second
the
grab,
push.
Kekovic is free.
Well, he's got it. He's kicked 3 goals, Kekovic. For mine, he's 60 yards out. He's directly in front. This could be a handy one coming up to half-time.
Only a couple of minutes off it.
Oh, he'd have to really sink his boot into this one, though.
Well, he's had enough shots, Mike. He should know which way the wind is going to follow for him.
Up he comes, puts his left boot into it. He gets plenty of height. It's swinging around. Could it drop short? It's going to be close. It's through. It's through for mine, yes.
Carlton leading by 12 points. Doesn't miss too many, this fella Kekovic. 5-1 to 6-7. They've still had 13 shots to Essendon 6.
Oh, that's a great effort by Kekovic, 4 goals.
4 goals, yes, Teddy.
Well, the record is 7 goals in the grand final, shared by 3 or 4 players. He has 4 already.
There's a chance for Minari over to Crane. Crane streaks from the centre. It's all Carlton at the moment. Jezelenko comes through hard against Ellis. Recovers again. Oh, he's a good player, this fellow. And pass to Croswell. Back to Jezelenko. Jezelenko snaps at goal. Well wide and out of bounds.
Good football, if anything, a little bit overdone because Croswell handballed the ball back behind play.
Teddy, one thing I've noticed, the absence of hard physical clashes, you know, deliberate crashes into an opponent to slow him down.
Well, I think we're seeing football played at its best today by 2 sides playing the ball, Mike.
Right throwing takes place, taken by Jones. He can't get clear with it, tries to hook it out. Here's a go now. Jones puts his boot to it, and Sproul takes it over the boundary line and then hoofs it into the crowd.
Must have wanted a rest.
Tell you what, I don't blame him at all.
Oh, it's going to be the survival of the fittest in this. It's pretty hot out there. Be about 67 to 70 degrees. In they go. Mackenzie punches down. A chance for Sproul. Sproul gets it and clears it, but it's a poor kick out of bounds again.
I don't know what the weather's like down there in Tasmania for our Tasmanian friends, but it's warm up here, as Alan Gale pointed out, and it's a darn sight hotter out there on the MCG arena.
And the atmosphere is electrifying here now, Mike, with only a couple of kicks in it.
Up they go. Down it comes here to Minari. Oh, Minari tries a long hand pass. It's Jezelenko. Cleverly gets it across to Nichols. Nichols steadies. He shoots. He tries to dribble it along in Peter Hudson fashion. It doesn't come off, and 1 point results.
It's 13 points in front now, Carlton. Gee, do they deserve it, though? 5-1 to 6-8. Still, it doesn't matter how they kick them as long as they finish in front.
He's changed his mind again.
Pryor changes his flanks. He goes for the outer flank. Oh, it doesn't come off. Crane almost pulled in a beauty. Picked up by Sproul. Sproul kicks as the siren goes, ending the second quarter. Half-time at the MCG with the scoreboard reading Essendon 5-1-31, trailing Carlton 6-8-44. Umpire Jeff Crouch just getting ready to bounce the ball here at the MCG for the third quarter of the 1968 grand final.
Yep.
Peter McLean of Carlton is on. The 19th man is on for Carlton, and Kevin Hall has gone off. Hall, who played magnificently in the second semi, is off. Obviously some sort of injury. And Peter McLean is on. Jeff Crouch bounces the ball. There they go for the third quarter. Up they go. Big Nichols, another glorious knockout out here. Players intercepted, a chance for Barry Davis, picked up by Fletcher. Essendon are kicking down to the Richmond end. Back here and down it goes from the boot of Davis. Out towards the pocket there on the outer side. Coming out to get it is Blethen. Oh! But the ball is sharked here by Robertson. Robertson now kicks up towards centre-half forward for the Blues. It's taken here by Ellis. Ellis swings around, gets his kick down towards centre-half forward. Gill tries to pull it in, couldn't quite get there. Here's a go now as Close picks up. Close drives it down forward. Here's a go. Oh, Lofts knocks it away from Blethen. And Blethen is down. It's taken here by Barry Gill. He'll get a free. There's Blethen. He's down.
I'll say he's down and he's out.
Well, I didn't see anything there. He's all right, the kid, thank goodness.
I think he hit the ground more than anything, Michael. It's very hard.
That's what I say. I didn't see anything underwater, to be honest, Butch.
Nichols.
Up they go. Oh, Nichols flummed it there, but taken by Silvani. Silvani up towards centre-half forward. Here's a chance for a big mark to Williams. Couldn't pull it down. Quirk is fumbling. Kicked away by Gosper of Essendon. Out towards the wing position. This gives Gallagher a chance, but Gosper butters up again. Gosper streaking for the ball out in the half-back flank. In comes Gill of Carlton. He tries to get away. He punches the ball away over the boundary line.
Oh, good play too.
Oh, my word, magnificent play. Our commentators for the 68 grand final, Les Blethen, the full forward for the Dons, only a schoolboy. Throw-in takes place Mackenzie gets a tap down. Hooked in here by David Shaw. David Shaw blazes away towards the pocket. Oh, out comes Lofts, and Lofts goes down this time. And the ball is forced over the boundary line in the forward pocket.
The crowd quite happy to see Lofts go down then. Have a look.
I think he was looking for a free kick, Butch. I don't think he was hit at all.
Our commentators, as I said, Alan Butchgale, former captain of Fitzroy, and Mr. Football himself, Ted Whitten, along with yours truly, Michael Williamson. We wait for the throw-in the forward pocket for the Dons on that outer side. They're kicking down to the Richmond end. And they go, Mackenzie and Nichols. Nichols just grabs it. Oh, beautiful football over to Gallagher. Gallagher hooks it around his shoulder, out towards Robertson and Fletcher, but neither gets it. Over the line it goes. There'll be a throw-in.
In the first few minutes of the third quarter, Essendon 5 goals, 1-31 to Carlton 6-8-44. Carlton in front by 13 points. The throw-in on Essendon's half-forward flank. They miss the throw-in and Mackenzie gets the free, and an obvious one too. He's deep on the half-forward flank. Looking around now, waiting for a lead. Fordham has led, but he's ignored him and kicked it high. A chance there for Silvani in the middle of the pack to mark.
Sitting back on his own.
Well judged that one, Ted.
Yes, the players went right under the ball, and they were Serger using all his experience. Goes for the short one.
And Carlton 13 points up at this stage. It goes to Peter McLean. Peter McLean, who's come on to replace the injured Kevin Hall, kicks to the weak position. A chance here for Russell Blue, who almost lost his head. Blue swings around, kicks to the half-forward flank. Close.
He's paid the mark.
Oh, gee, didn't have it long.
Well, he's been consistent. He's played 3 or 4 all day.
Kick by Close now, down forward, up they go, and Silvani once again marks. A hand pass across here, and away they go. Gallagher with it. Gallagher gets his kick to the wing position on the member stand side. Jesselenko's there. Eppes is after him. Jesselenko keeps it in play, but brilliant play from Jesselenko. Kicks in towards centre half forward. There's a go.
Mark the Quirk.
How did Charlie Payne miss that? I thought it was a sitter for
He could have fell for the old trick. Leave it, Charlie, it's mine.
That's what. Oh, I can't understand that. That's the only reason I can think he let it go. Quirk now is a long way out. It's off the side of his boot too. It's going to go out of bounds in the forward pocket for Carlton on the member stand side.
Carlton still leading by 13 points. Ground in colossal condition. Very hard though, and a very, very blustery wind, making it difficult for all players. Evans moves in front of Jones, but Jones hits down. A nice left hand pass, and it hits Pryor right on the chest. His kick goes out towards the flank. Nichols trots after it, but it's well out of bounds.
Well, football has not been of the highest standard for a grand final, Butch, and one of the biggest things I feel missing are the strong physical clashes from both sides.
Throw in. In they go. A nice hit down by Nichols. Oh, Crane had the ball smothered by Charlie Payne. Silvani getting into this game now. Over to Croswell. Croswell kicks high, and it's Gerlach to mark. Little bit of hesitant play there by Carlton, not knowing where to kick the ball. Gerlach, a good steady player, one of the best back pocket players I've ever seen. Nichols moves in, couldn't mark, down to Crane behind the pack. He fumbles.
There's a
scramble, and he gets the free.
Free kick for the trip.
I'll tell you something. Nichols isn't holding his grabs today as well as he can.
The ball's wild in the air,
but
though,
he's still not holding them as well as he can. Bruce.
Yeah, it's making players very hesitant, though. Crane kicks in towards full forward. A chance for Big Peter Jones. Has the ball punched down. Gallagher tries to get it. Pulled in the back. No free.
Oh, turn it up.
Oh, that was red hot, Jeff.
Bit tough. Charlie Payne now behind the centre half back position. Oh, the kick smothered. He's going to give him another kick.
15 yards. Have a look at the 15.
It's a decent 15, isn't it?
Tell you what, just as well he's not handicapping the stall gift. They'd be running for a fortnight.
Where would you finish, Mike?
Charlie Payne in towards the centre. Silvani moves through. Couldn't quite hold it. Kicked off the ground by Ellis. In towards Shaw. Shaw grabbed by Gill. Loses the ball, but a play on as the call. In towards the forward pocket. Young Blethyn couldn't make it, and it's out of bounds again. I think Crouch has decided to lessen the number for free kicks, Ted, the way he's going. Well, he did this last week too. He put the whistle away.
This is true. This would be the only flaw this first 5 minutes of the whole game from him.
Oh, Gould mistimed that badly. McLean tries to punch it away. It's a mad scramble. Nichols there has close, and it's going to be a pushing it back.
Holding the man.
Holding the man.
Oh, I don't
Holding
know.
the man.
I
That's
think
what
it's a difficult decision to make, though.
Well, Close, who's kicked one, he's only about 40 yards out, if that. He's on a slight angle. This is his chance. Good player, this kid. Up he comes. On its way, it's swinging around. It goes back off again, and 1 point will result.
That brings Carlton back to a 12-point lead. Bad miss there by young Close, but not a very easy shot.
Not
5 goals,
angle.
2 to 6-8.
Wasn't a very easy angle, Butch. I agree with you there, because that wind, as we've mentioned all day, is very choppy and very, very difficult. You can allow a certain amount for the wind on one kick, and the following kick you kick dead straight, and it'll go straight through the middle.
You notice the way that Lofts is kicking in a down side better than Pryor, going for that defensive flank all the time.
Kick! Look at this.
Beauty. Nichols pushes the ball out towards the boundary line. Fletcher, though, anticipated it. Turned around. He's got some pace, this kid. Sprints through the half-forward flank. Kicks in towards the forward pocket. It's Walls and Blethyn. Oh, Blethyn flew high again. Couldn't quite hold it. The kid's kicked 2 goals early in the first quarter.
He's receiving a lot of attention too.
In goes Nichols. Oh, but punched away there by Essendon. Over to Walls. Into Silvani. Silvani marks. Now he's starting to work the area that he did in the second semi-final, just behind the centre. The kick goes in towards the flank. A chance for Williams and Bennett. Bennett racing for it, but Williams took it off him. Hand pass to Gerlach. Gerlach in a bit of trouble. Gives it to Barry Davis. Barry Davis in trouble. Gerlach recovers for him. Still fumbly play, and Carlton very persistent. The ball goes up towards the half-forward flank. Silvani and Fletcher. Down to Robertson. Robertson's wild hand pass over towards the boundary line. It's out.
Oh, the pressure is still on. It's being applied from both sides, with players not getting the opportunity to steady down and have that kick to position.
Oh, Big John took Charlie Payne down with him. As the ball is on the wing position on the outer side, they're scrambling for it. It's hooked out towards Minari. In comes Sproul, kicks it off the ground. It's going towards the boundary line. Taken by Fletcher, gets his boot into it for Essendon, in towards the centre. But there was a sitter dropped by Crane. Crane still has it, tries to get it out the way. A chance here for Ellis.
That's a free.
Ellis is free in the centre.
Wasn't much doubt about that one, Teddy.
No chance in the world of
You
missing
hardly
it.
say it was in the back. It was a bit lower.
Look at the pass.
No such free as in the tail, but that's where it was.
Blue looking for the lead. Shorts one. And Crane must get the free. The players that are getting these knocks, Ted, I think it's more the hard ground than anything.
Yes, possibly. You're right too, Butch. What I don't like about the forwards of both sides kicking to the Richmond end is they're thinking their players upfield can kick the ball 70 yards.
Yes,
that wind is making that ball drop short.
In other words, they're not reading it as well as they might.
They're not reading the conditions, Mike. That's true.
Up comes Crane to take his kick now. This one floats to the wing position on the member stand side. The big fellas set themselves. Jones couldn't pull it in there. Here's a go. It's knocked away from Close, taken by Jesselenko. Jesselenko down forward. Here's a go for Kikovic. Oh, Gerlach has it. There's a chance for Minari, but Gerlach overplayed the mark.
Gerlach's all the way. No worries.
Great player, this fellow. Make no mistake. Gerlach now takes his kick in towards the centre of the ground. Jones is from behind there. Knocked away from Sproul. Down it comes to Ellis. Ellis a hand pass across here. Russell Blue's there. Russell Blue is fumbling. However, he's grabbed by Crosswell. Blue's kick not particularly good towards centre half forward. Taken by Noonan. Noonan's still going. This could be dangerous. Noonan's kick's a high one. Plenty of Carlton defenders there. Blethyn goes up, and it's left to Walls to relieve the pressure. And Walls kicks to the half-back flank on the outer side. Straight over the boundary, and there'll be a throw in. I noticed the doctor is going out to have a look at Crane too.
Michael, that was very good defensive play there by Lofts and Walls. They worked in beautifully.
He can beat one, but he can't beat two, this young Blythen.
That's right. There's a throw in. Oh, McKenzie got right into Jones' back, but play on as a call. Hand pass by Gill. It's smothered in a pack of players. A sea of players there. Picked up by David Shaw. Shaw swings around. It's into no man's land. The ball bounces. They come out to meet it. There's Close and Peter McLean going for it. Oh, Close goes over. McLean is shepherding. Picked up by Lofts. Lofts gets his kick high, wide and handsome to the half-back flank on the member stand side. It's taken by Crane. And Crane has left the doctor stranded in midfield. Crane is still going. Here's a go. He gets a run of the ball.
Elliott was his kick.
That was bad play by Jesselenko. He should have taken the hand pass from Crane instead of trying to ship it.
Just bad understanding.
Kicked in towards centre half forward. It's over Mackenzie's head. Gould comes through. He's had a very awkward day today. The kick goes out towards the flank. Out comes Gerlach.
Oh, he's a good player.
Oh, he's a ripper. Over to Davis. Davis goes through that half-back line in towards centre half forward. Noonan marks. It's touched. Play on's the call. Noonan in two minds then. Kicks high up towards full forward.
Blythen
gets it. That was a very well-judged mark, that, Ted.
Yeah, well, they must continue to do this, Essendon. Get the ball to him quickly.
Blethyn has already kicked two. He's 25 yards out, directly in front. Takes his kick. No mistake about this. Right through the centre.
6 points the difference. 3 goals to young Blethyn.
Well, there was a goal. There was a score that could have easily been registered by Carlton, apart from that bad mistake by Jezelenko there in retarding Eppers, allowing Essendon for a goal.
You can see what the Essendon plan is, Teddy, to get that ball
Keep
moving,
the ball moving.
keep it fast, play on
It's
football.
actually worth 2 goals of movement when you work it out, Ted.
That's
Like
right.
One they failed to score and one that was scored against.
Peter McLean on for Carlton since half-time, replacing Kevin Hall, who's gone off injured. Back in the centre, Jeff Krause bounces the ball. Players move in for it. Mackenzie gets up high. Mackenzie butters up, has his kick smothered, however. There's a chance for Silvani. He's grabbed by Mackenzie, couldn't
There's
go
a
very
free kick
far. Coming
against...
through there is Fordham, but Silvani would get the free, I feel.
Oh, I had to get it.
Yep, being returned now, Silvani right in the centre of the ground.
I think Mackenzie's getting a little frustrated.
Up comes Silvani now. He takes his kick. Oh, it's not a bad hoof either. Kekovic is out there. Eppers couldn't hold the mark. He spills it. It comes out. He tries a fancy turn that comes off. Oh, beautiful blind turn down towards the centre-half forward position for the Dons. Plenty of Carlton defenders there. Jones across to Gould. Gould, a glorious kick over centre-half forward. And waiting behind there is Gerlach.
Oh, geez, held them together in that back line. Harold Gerlach's kick goes in towards the centre. Chance for Big Jones, a one-hander. He hits it down. Ellis comes through, so does Davis. Over towards Fletcher. Fletcher sprints and kicks. In towards the flank. Up goes Payne and Walls. It's pushed forward, though, by Lofts. Well done. Over towards Barry Gill. Barry Gill fumbling a little, and it will run over the line.
6 points the difference, and we are 13 and a half minutes into the third quarter here.
It's a good defence of Carlton's. Mackenzie in there, hits down nicely now. Over towards David Shaw. David Shaw scrambling with Walls. And Barry Gill. Barry Gill copped one for his trouble and gets the free. Oh, he's hurt his leg there.
Doesn't look too good at all. Oh, this is pressure.
Who's the 20th man there?
Chandler.
Well, you would think one Carlton player would be very close-handed to Barry Gill in case he cannot take this kick to receive the hand pass from him.
I think it's a compliment to his ability to fight on that they are not hanging around there.
He doesn't look too good though, Mike, does he?
No, not the best, Teddy, but his kick, oh, not all that bad. Swings up towards the wing position on the outer side. Players race in for it. Here's a go, taken by Gallagher. He's grabbed high. Oh, that was pretty high, and Davis is allowed to play on. Davis now kicks it in towards centre-half forward. Up they go. The ball hits the ground. They're struggling for it there. Nobody able to break clear. They dive on top of it. There'll be a ball up here.
Well called, Mike.
Ball up on the half-forward flank for the Dons on the outer side. Knocked away by Mackenzie. Charlie Payne now coming into the game. Taps it away. Ragsy Gill fumbles it once again. And a kick off the ground. Sends it forward. Taken by Ian Collins. Oh, there was a decent whack you saw. It's kicked up towards the wing position on the outer side. Fordham goes down here. It's picked up by Quirk. His kick into the centre of the ground. Players after it here. But a knock away. Sends it back towards centre-half forward. Gill comes through. He's in trouble. Gill eventually gets his kick to the half-forward flank on the outer side. And Gallagher, who's limping, is marked.
Right, gee, that was good play by Gould, who'd had a very quiet as Kekovic calling for it for a high kick, but it's going to drop short. Pryor's in front, dropped the mark. Now it came towards Nichols. Nichols couldn't lost sight of it. Epus comes through strongly. Kicks out towards the flank, and this is real grand final stuff now.
Good defensive football by both sides.
We might mention this is the final game of Alec Epus in league football. Number 28 of the Dons. What a great player he's been. There's a throw in. Jones and Mackenzie. Mackenzie gets a tap down here. Oh, Walls couldn't get the run of it. Taken by Fordham. Fordham of Essendon puts his boot in it. It's a glorious kick deep down. Oh, Lofts spills it. Allows Blethyn to come in. Blethyn, a left foot snap of the big ones. It's across the face. Out of bounds in the forward pocket on the member stand side.
Did you notice what we were talking about now, Mike, where young Blythen is standing 10 yards behind Wesloffs? Now, Wesloff should never, ever have dropped that mark, Butch.
Oh, no, but still. Throw in. In goes Jones. And he takes it away from Noonan. A good hand pass out towards McLean, but oh, zipping in there. It's close. A bigger part is Blethyn. He's fumbling. Still at it. Fumbling again. Tries to get the hand pass up towards Close. He's tackled strongly by Collins. Play on by Sproul.
Oh!
Missed it by a whisker. That's 5 points the difference now, and still in favour of Carlton. Gee, the way the game looks, it looks as if Carlton are a mile in front, doesn't it, Ted?
They do with the play they've been having, but young Bleathen there, he fought on very, very well to try and get that ball onto forward line.
Loft's now kicking out another glorious drop kick deep to the half-back flank on the outer side. Fletcher! Look at that!
Boy, he came down hard. He's right, though.
He went up high, too.
Rode his own man, then.
I got a feeling Essendon are getting back into this, you know. The kick now from Fletcher to the pocket on the outer side there. Oh, Bleathen from behind. A snap and a kick. 1 point.
By Charlie Payne, then, and a bad miss.
Well, there's been some chances there.
That Bleathen, he comes down heavily, doesn't he?
A bit reckless.
Oh, well, you get up that high, you've got to come down heavily.
6-4 to 6-8.
Up there.
Say that again. 4 points the difference in favour of Carlton with their very solid defence hanging on grimly.
The outers given umpire Jeff Crouch a big raspberry. I think they thought that young Bleathen should have been paid that mark.
There's the kick in. Jones. Oh, free kick to Jones. McKenzie got right into his back there.
Oh, Jack Hill, the blind miner, could see that one.
He's just behind the half-back flank, Peter Jones. Bleathen still walking around a little bit gingerly. Kick going out towards the centre wing, over the centre wing really. There's Barry Davis pushing the ball down.
Oh,
Quirk was nearly marked it. And it's Barry Davis falling on top of the ball. It's play on. Gosper with the ball. We haven't seen him for a while. Gosper snaps the kick over his shoulder out towards the boundary line. They're jostling for it and mark to Robertson. No, he's dropped it. Over towards the boundary line, it's out.
Oh, for mine, I would have paid it.
I would have paid it. Throw in. And McKenzie over the top of Jones. It should have been a free kick there. A kick going high up here towards Williams. Williams and God taps it back nicely. Jezelenko on the flank, on the opposite flank. Kicks in towards centre half forward and Russell Blue dropped it. Has a chance for Quirk. He snaps at goal. Oh, no. Smothered off his boot. Has a chance for Quirk again. He puts it high towards goal.
Well played.
That was a great goal. He showed a lot of courage. Number 32, Brian Quirk, the Carlton half-forward flanker, right in the centre of your screen. He was hit rather solidly by Alec Eppes when he came through there. Gained possession of the ball again and put it right through the middle. 6-4, 40 to 7-8, 50 in Carlton's favour. 10 points the difference.
Brought Carlton right back. Oh, big punch by McKenzie. Smothered by McLean. Another punch by McKenzie. Out towards Close. Close snaps in towards full forward and Ian Collins marks. Two great back pocket players. Ian Gerlach. The kick going in towards the centre wing. Jones underneath it a little bit. Marks. Oh, I thought he'd gone too far.
Listen, can I point this out to you? We are almost 20 minutes into the third quarter, and John Nichols hasn't done much of the ruck work in this third quarter. Jones has done the bulk of it.
Saving for the last quarter. Oh, there was a chance for Bennett to mark. Down to Minari. Carlton getting back on top now. Williams and Pryor. Pryor coming out. Keeps the ball in front, but falls over. Chance for Bennett. He's in there, battling away. Goes for a left foot short. And a mark to Croswell. This kid has been quiet.
He's kicked one. I agree with you, he has been quiet. He's kicked one. Up he comes. Oh, he's a good 60 yards out. It's off the side of his boot and through for one behind.
It's at 11 points in front now.
Russell Blue being moved from the wing position to the half-forward flank, and David Shaw to the wing.
And Close is switching flanks. He's going to the outer flank, and Peter McLean after him. There they go. Well, there's Shaw now already in the thick of things. They couldn't pull the ball into play, and there'll be a throw-in on Carlton's half-forward flank on the member stand side. They're kicking up to the new stand or end or scoreboard end. There they go, McKenzie. What a lion-hearted fella he is. Taken by Fordham. His kick is smothered, however. Oh, up they go. Crosswell was almost unloaded. Here's Fordham still going, but he loses sight of the ball. Taken here by Crosswell. Crosswell's kick is a poor one indeed, and it's marked there by Williams. Williams now from a little short of the centre half-back, kicks in towards the centre. The ball bounces. Gould is waiting there. So too is Noonan. Noonan, a beautiful pass to Fordham. Fordham in a bit of trouble. Back to Noonan it goes. He streaks clear down into the pocket. Bleathen comes out. Lofts has it. A free kick to Lofts from mine. No, play on. Taken by Noonan in towards the goal square. And Silvani marks. Now that was a dead set free kick to Lofts.
No worries. Silvani very solid in defence. His kick goes out towards the flank. He's hugging the boundary line.
Oh, come on,
And
Carlton.
Sproul marked easily. That was a poor effort, really.
Wasn't covered by the Carlton players, though. Sproul takes his kick. Oh, it's a nice drop kick to us. Dropping on the edge of the goal square. They all fly for it. Not even able to hold the mark. Taken here by Gallagher. Gallagher puts his right boot into it. Drives out. Crane has the sit here. And Crane marks. David Shaw came in a little too late.
Don't like that switch of Shaw
Whoa.
on the wing.
Crane found that going a bit hard, but it's Quirk who comes out with it. Davis is after him. Quirk gets his kick downfield, however, but Jeff Pryor in the last line of defence takes a very good, safe defensive mark. He kicks out with a lot of intelligence towards Gerlach, but Gerlach's going to be in a bit of trouble, but he gets out of it magnificently. Great player, this fellow. Kicks to the wing position, and there we find it again. An Essendon player on his own, this time in the person of Charlie Payne. Payne plays on now. He kicks down towards the forward pocket on that outer side. Walls knocks it away from close over the boundary line, and there'll be a throw-in.
Michael, he's played a solid game without being spectacular.
Walls, yeah,
he's
my
defended well. The type of game that's really suited to this grand final. Throw in now on the half-forward flank for Essendon. Trailing by 11 points. The ball punched away. Walls took it again and got a left foot. Snap over his shoulder, but hooked it too far and out of bounds.
I think, if anything, the Carlton backmen, although they look as if they're not playing the right game of football, are falling down only one department, that is backing their own judgment. This is something they must do to win games. They must go out and meet the ball.
There's a nice punch away by Payne. Oh, a wild slosh by Noonan over towards Gosper. Gosper and Fletcher battling there, but Silvani clears it through the pack. Kicks up towards the half-forward flank. Barry Davis goes for it. It's Evans now moving well up from the back pocket. His kick goes high out towards the centre wing. It'll go over the line.
You can see the pressure that's still applied. Young Evans seemed to have plenty of time to steady and kick that ball, but when
tackled.
the pressure's so high and as hard as what the game has been played, well, you kick with this hurriedness all the time.
Oh, Payne jumped straight into Nichols then. Gallagher taken to the ground. It'll have to be bounced. Definitely the ball held onto him.
He's been a little bit stiff, Gallagher. There's 2 or 3 decisions that the umpire feel has missed going his way.
Would you have given him a free there, Tim?
Well, he's a great ball getter. He's always going in to get the ball. The umpire should give them the benefit of the doubt.
Fair enough. There's a nice hit down by Mackenzie. Tackles Silvani. Silvani coming well into this game now. The ball up here towards Davis. He punches it away. Kicks off the ground. No mark. Payne misread it. Silvani comes through again. He's in a lot of trouble. Tackled by 3 Essendon players, but gets the hand pass to Gallagher. Gallagher going for the short one. It's too high, though, for everybody. Kekovic pushed in the back. No free. Alec Eppers comes through. A chance for Crane. Nicely. Pryor backing well up from full-back. Kicks over here towards Russell Blue. He hand passes back to Shaw. Shaw races through the wing. A bad one. Oh, hits Fordham on the chest. Fordham races through. Caught hold of the ball.
No! Teddy!
Gould to take the free.
You don't agree with that, Ted?
Oh, I agree with the decision. I would have thought that Fordham would have easily got his kick in much earlier.
Right, up they go. No mark. Nichols couldn't quite grab it. A chance for Williams. He runs into a lot of trouble.
It's a throw.
Given it as a throw.
Now that's wrong.
I agree, it's wrong.
That's wrong. This happens 30 times a game throughout each game that's played throughout the season. And to pick this out in one match, it's wrong.
Jesselenko to take the kick. Hello, they don't watch it, could be a penalty. David Shaw tripped up about 5 yards on the mark, but it's Williams who's on the mark as Jesselenko comes up to take his kick.
Good kick.
It's a drop kick. They jostle for it there. Up they go. Oh, Jones couldn't pull it down. Here's a chance for Kekovic. Gets it across to Gallagher. Gallagher a left foot snap, but it's high, wide and handsome over the boundary line in the forward pocket on that outer side.
You know, Michael, the most improved thing I've seen in Carlton's form in these last 2 matches is the handball. In they go, Evans, but Big Jones took it away easily, gave it to Kekovic. Kekovic had the ball taken away from him. It's over towards the back pocket and out of bounds.
And Carlton still 11 points up, and we are 26 minutes into the third quarter.
Into time on, and a handy lead. Oh, Big Jones, 2 bites and a free kick to Mackenzie, obvious one. Mackenzie smiling a bit too as he comes back.
He's played a lion-hearted game in this.
Oh, my word, hasn't he?
It's always lone-handed, though. It's a joke. Can't do it on this big ground. Mackenzie kicks out towards the flank. A chance there for Davis. He fumbled it. And, Robertson comes through. Goes round onto the left foot. Still steady. Shorts one in towards Quirk, but it's out of play.
This is where Carlton look to be a much better side. with these boundary throw-ins and that, they're always playing in front, Butch.
Yeah, Nichols. Bad one. Taken away by Barry Davis. Barry Davis's kick goes in towards the centre, and there's a mark to close. He's right in the middle of the ground. Kicking towards the Richmond end goal. He's gone for a short one out here to Noonan. Noonan fumbles it, plays on no. Hand passes nicely over towards Fordham. Fordham races through, he's in trouble.
Oh, he got a beautiful one.
Whoa, I'll say nothing about that. In towards the centre goes the ball, and Nichols racing through very strongly. The ball kicked off by Williams over towards Epus. Epus racing straight towards the boundary line and kicks it out.
Oh, there's another kick missed there too. There's Jack Clark up off his bench.
And there's Teddy Fordham down on his.
2 Essendon players out on the other side. Oh, there's a free kick to Mackenzie.
Oh!
This is more like it. This is more of a grand final atmosphere.
Well, imagine the tension, Teddy. Something had to bust. Mackenzie kicks in towards it. Nichols fumbles. Manari's in there. Nichols moves in. A beautiful hand pass to Collins. Collins, he's on the centre wing position. Gives it to Bennett. Bennett fumbling. Through came Collins again. Epus struggling for his life. And it's going to be Epus's free kick. On the half-back flanker, 2 Essendon players still down there. One is Fordham. Up they go, Silvani, nearly marked it. Close came through. McLean tries to hand pass while he was on his back. And Barry Gill comes through nice and solidly. His high kick will go out of bounds.
Oh, there's pressure.
The other player was Noonan that was down. There's a couple of nice players to be hurt.
Well, you said this earlier, Mike, and Butch, something would crack before the day's out.
Oh, Silvani stood his ground beautifully. Came out with that ball. A long kick up towards centre half forward. Davis fumbled it. Quirk has it. Puts his foot to it, but kicks it back the wrong way. Players after it now. Williams and Jesselenko in there. They both go to the ground. Barry Davis.
Too high. Barry Davis on the neck.
No shadow of doubt.
And 15 yards.
Oh, now look, don't mess it up, Carlton. They're only 11 points in front.
Give full credit to
getting
Essendon
frayed
here.
now, Ted.
Oh, yes.
Full credit to Essendon here, the way they're fighting.
Davis, his kick not a particularly good one, but fell into the arms of the lion-hearted Don Mackenzie. Look, I can't find words enough to praise this bloke. Mackenzie takes his kick. It's a good one down towards the goal square. Blethyn got up high, but lost sight of the ball altogether. And there will be a free going to either McLean or Lofts.
Lofts will take
Both
it.
appealing for it, and Lofts will take it.
We made a mess of it then. Lofts, not very popular with the crowd. The kick goes out towards the centre wing. Nichols moves through from behind, but Shaw still battled on. Nichols races like a winger. Gets the kick, though, and strags to the ground. Epus comes through, takes it. A left foot kick in towards centre half forward. A chance here for Silvani and Gosper. Down to Collins. Lofts backing up nicely. Kicks out towards the flank, and Carlton are playing real percentage football.
They need a goal. Essendon to be in this match, the finish. They need a goal in this quarter.
30.5 minutes of this third quarter gone. Mackenzie comes in once again, doing battle with Nichols. There they go. Neither gets a clear tap down. Fordham fumbles. He runs into trouble. He's held. He could get a free. Yes. Manari's going crook, but blind Freddie could see that.
Well, they haven't got the same view we've got of it, Mike.
Got nowhere to kick to, are you?
Fordham now. Oh, Blethyn comes in. There's the siren. You can save your time and energy. And the three-quarter time scoreboard reads in the grand final of 68 here at the MCG. Essendon 6-4-40. I don't know where the lady came from. Carlton 7-9-51. Here at the MCG, this is Michael Williamson along with Alan Gale and Ted Whitten bidding you welcome to the final quarter of the grand final of 1968 between Essendon and Carlton as they go into the final stanza with Crane with the ball now in the wing position, driving it down to the forward pocket for the Blues. We find the Carlton side with a 11-point advantage. Carlton are kicking to the Richmond end in this final quarter. They've got their 19th man, McLean, on in place of Hall. There's Nichols going in the ruck with Mackenzie. They had a bit of a punch up there in the third quarter. Down it comes here, a chance for Gallagher. He's almost grabbed there by Ellis. He swings around, he kicks it high. Players move into position, but Pryor out in front, playing a sterling game, has marked a defence.
Still anybody's game, Mike.
Pryor now takes his kick, almost to the weak position on that outer side. Up they go, the ball knocked to the ground here. A chance for Silvani, knocks it over cleverly, but it's sharp by Gosper. Gosper now to the weak position once again. Up goes Gould in front there. What'll he pay? Man in front, it's Gould.
Oh, Fordham declared it was his.
Yes, well, I thought he might have had more of it, really, to be honest with you. But the man in front was paid, John Gould. Gould takes his kick, it's swinging towards centre-half forward. The Carlton players come out. Oh, Jesselenko! No doubt.
He lifted himself for that one.
Well, Pryor must have thought he was a dead-set certainty to get that. But Jesselenko went up a mile. There's Kekovic. Closely guarded by Charlie Payne. It looks as if Payne's gone to centre to full-back. Kekovic is leading out. There's a pass on its way to him. It drops short, however. He's tackled there by Eppers. Oh, could have got a free kick, but play on as a call. Eppers puts his burden and it drives to the wing position on the outer side. Backing back there is Russell Blue. Couldn't take it. In comes Gould. Gould steadies now. Gould kicks it back. The players set themselves. Kekovic and Payne. Oh, Kekovic bundled out of position by Payne. And a glorious mark to Charlie Payne.
From the back pocket. His kick goes into the centre. It's pretty desperate stuff here.
Oh.
There was a chance for Crane. He couldn't get it. Croswell kicks off the ground. It's nicely picked up by Shaw. Kicked in towards centre half forward. They're jostling for the ball. And it's close. He's tackled solidly. It's in towards Sproul. Oh, Wesloffs came out very well and saved the day for Carlton. The kick off.
Oh, down goes Lofts. And the free kick down the field.
No, it's play on.
Oh, could have been a free because the umpire looked around. But play on as the call as Teddy Whitten picked it up. Taken by Mackenzie. Mackenzie now back to the half-forward flank on that other side. The ball smothered by Collins. He bulldozes his way, gets into trouble across to Gould. Gould tries to break clear. Eventually he gets his kick. It's into the centre. Fletcher's there. Oh, blimey. Oh, here's a chance for Crosswell now. Crosswell coming out. He's grabbed. He'll get a free.
Oh, there was 2 or 3 Essendon boys didn't want that ball.
Anything could happen here as Crosswell takes his kick. Oh, the sun is in the eyes of the players as Kekovic goes up. Charlie Payne knocks it away. It hits the ground. Kekovic has a go. Kekovic, he's running into an open goal. He dribbles it. He's missed. Jesselenko, rather. I'm sorry, Jesselenko.
Oh, he doesn't miss too many either. Oh, look at him holding his hands to his head. That would have been a very important goal. It's 12 points the difference now. Still in favour of Carlton. And Essendon still a chance.
Oh, that looked all over bar the shouting.
Payne
Charlie
kicking
Payne.
in. Williams tries for the mark, can't get it. A chance for Silvani. Down towards Quirk. Quirk goes for the short one into Kekovic and he's marked. No, he's dropped it.
He's paid the mark. He's paid the push.
Oh, Pryor, I beg your pardon, Evans going crook. Now, Kekovic is on his wrong foot here on a very acute angle.
Kick for Allen.
Well, it's a difficult shot, this one, Ted.
Yes. But he's kicked 4, as Mike already mentioned, and he certainly knows where the goals are. Most of them have been down this end of the ground. Running away. Hello, what's he done here? Oh boy, I couldn't understand that, Butchie.
No, not at all. Williams gets it, goes through centre-half back, in towards the centre, a chance for Robertson. He gets it and marks. Oh, play now, went to play on.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he let him alone then, but he should have called play on. Now Robertson is right in the centre, and he's a beautiful kick, this fellow. Gets into it nicely.
Oh, lovely.
Right up towards full forward. Big Peter Jones.
Yes.
Oh, the most important mark of the match, that.
Beautiful, strong mark.
Jones is 30 yards out, directly in front. Hasn't notched one today, but he's played a pretty serviceable game all round.
Had that one all the way.
Waiting for Peter Jones to take his kick. The tension right on here. He comes. You can see he's feeling the tension too. He kicks. 1 point results.
Well, it's nearly as good as a goal, Michael. That kick brings him to 13 points. Although every score's important. Jones very disappointed with himself. Payne about to kick in. Barassi. They're kicking in the wrong flank here. There's no doubt in my mind. In goes Silvani. Oh, solid mark. Gee, Carlton are much more determined.
Carlton well on top in the first 5.5 minutes into the final quarter of the 68 grand final. The kick now from Silvani. Plenty of Essendon defenders there, but they mull it up. It's Gerlach with the ball, tries to hook it around, it's taken by Quirk. Quirk gets around here, his kick is smothered, however. Here's a go, over they go, across it goes to Gosper. Gosper now kicks it high into the centre of the ground. Jostling going on, knocked away here. It's taken by Crosswell, over to Nichols. Nichols now to Gallagher. Gallagher a short one in here towards Kekovic.
He's paid the mark. He's paid the mark. He's definitely paid the mark.
He had it, but I didn't think he had it for that long. Now he is a natural left footer, this fellow, and he's on the left foot angle. Fair bit of goal open to him.
We'll start again. He's kicked 4.
Yeah, very nervous so at the moment.
Well, ever since the start of this last quarter, Carlton have attacked all the time. Essendon have yet to have the ball down on their forward line.
This could be a real ripper if he puts it through. It's on its way. He's hooked it though. And another behind.
Gee, they're wearing it down by points. 14 points in front, Carlton. What's the time there, Mike?
It's 6.5 minutes, Alan, into the final quarter.
Gee, I feel as if they've been going for a quarter of an hour.
Oh, I think it's the excitement here. Charlie Payne kicking off. Again, he comes along the member stand flank. Up they go, and the mark taken there by Williams, the centre half-back for Essendon. Williams now swings around. He takes his kick. Kicks up to the wing position. Robertson from behind. Fletcher in front. Has it knocked away, but he's paying Fletcher.
Paid the free more than anything. Fletcher now on the centre wing. Goes around Robert Orr. Hand passes to Gosper. Gosper steadies. Kicks in towards full forward. They all fly. Lofts. Pleasant from behind. Collins gets it in the back pocket.
Collins.
Yes, he gets it. An obvious free kick to Ian Collins.
No doubt about our director, Alf Potter, and our Channel 7 cameraman. They don't miss a thing.
They're killing them today.
Oh, are they ever.
Collins now. And they're all Essendon supporters too, the cameraman. Up and towards Robinson. Oh, Silvani chipped in and marked. Look, this is the reason that Carlton are in front. They're much more determined.
Right, looks like Chandler is coming on at any given moment for Carlton. The ball goes forward. No mark, however. Over the line it goes. Quirk tried hard to pull it in, but couldn't do so.
I think Bennett might come off.
Yes, Bennett's coming off and Chandler will go on. Wait for the throw in. Nichols and Mackenzie doing battle once again. Big Nick gets a tap down here, but plenty of opposition from Essendon. Nichols gets into Pryor, and Pryor will take the free.
Pryor's on the ball and Payne's at full back.
Chandler's on now. He's gone to centre half forward. There's a kick up forward there. Oh, the mark almost taken by Close, but he couldn't hold it. Through they come there. Plenty of Carlton defenders. Jones picks it up, but it's intercepted here by Gosper. Gosper drives it wide across and Fordham. Nice mark. Lake. It's Lake. Lake has marked.
They sneaked him on very quickly.
50 yards out, directly in front. Bruce Lake. He kicks. He's put it through.
Oh, this is danger now. 8 points only.
Well, who's gone off?
I'm just looking, Mike.
I never saw it. Doesn't matter now, anyhow. 8 points the difference. Look at the score. 7-4 to 7-12.
Blimey, I would have bet my life that was Fordham, wouldn't you?
Oh, same here. I must admit I had another look, but I'd have called him Fordham. There's Jack Clark now. Fairly calm. Oh, nice hit down by Big Jones. Over towards the flank. Shaw battling with Croswell. Very strong play by Shaw. He'll get a free here shortly. Oh, no, taken away by Jesselenko. Jesselenko shorts one into Kekovic. Too high. They race for it. Payne takes it over the line. Throw in now in Carlton's forward pocket. Throw in Mackenzie and Nichols jostling each other. Could have been a free down towards Alekipis. He's in a bit of bother, but he went straight through. Fumbled it a little. Still struggling on. Little Gallagher had it, and it's got to be bounced. Players are going to start and get weary now. This has been a tremendously physically hard game. The ball bounced at centre half forward. Big Jones tried to take it, couldn't. Over here, very nicely picked up by Evans. Evans scrambles his kick out towards the half forward flank. Lake racing for it, takes it, goes around towards the boundary line. Still in play. No, it's out now. This is the boy that come on last week and played very well. Throw in now. Between the centre wing and the half forward flank, and only 8 points the difference. In they go, a nice punch by Mackenzie over towards Fordham and Crane, but it'll beat them both over the line.
Looks like Russell Blue's gone off.
Throw in In they go, Big Jones. Mackenzie over the top of him, all rucking well, but gives away a free kick, and it was obvious too. Another good shot by our cameraman and director, Ralph Potter. You could always pick the freeze on this. Jones got under it a little, kicked in towards centre half forward. There's a mark to Neil Chandler.
Chandler now on the ground for the Blues. He takes his kick deep down forward. The players come out to meet it. Kekovich has a chance. Charlie Payne from behind. Here's a go now. Oh, Crosswell fell on top of it. His shoulder's gone.
Gee, something collapsed then.
It's against him.
Well, it hasn't.
What happened?
It was caught in possession.
Look, if his shoulder had gone for mine. There's a kick now from Charlie Payne towards the wing position on the outer side. It's Chandler once again.
Wasn't a bad move bringing him on.
Good player, this kid. Chandler now comes up to take his kick. It's a low trajectory drop kick. The players move out for it. There they go. It hits the ground. A chance for Charlie Payne. He's grabbed, however. Big Nichols comes in. He's doing battle with Eppes.
Eppes is free
yes.
Gotta get the free.
Oh, yes.
And 15 yards.
Oh, that's right. He's got to give it back on the full, doesn't he?
That's right.
Stupid rule.
Almost 12 minutes of the final quarter gone. Up comes Eppes to take his kick now. It's a good one, almost into the centre of the ground. Up they go. Oh, looks like Jones came out with it. Jones now kicks down forward. The players set themselves. The Carlton forwards are behind, taken by Crosswell. Crosswell snaps over his shoulder. Look at this.
Look at it.
Bounced right across the face of goals. It went in, it went out. Gerlach has it. Gerlach's going for a run along the Memberstone flank. Gerlach is still going. He's still going and gets his kick. A chance here for Carlton to get back into the fray as the ball there is kicked by Robertson straight over the boundary line on their half-forward flank on the member stand side.
Oh, that was the flukiest thing I've ever seen in my life, that way that ball bounced. But you'll notice every time a player runs as far as Gerlach did, they generally miss the kick up.
Well, you would have bet your life that was going to go through. Bounce the wrong way.
Young Gross is on for Essendon.
Waiting for the throw-in to take place. Jones comes in there. Oh, hangs on to Mackenzie too. Players are being bundled out of the way there. It's on the ground. There'll be a ball up here, I feel. The ball up between the wing and half-forward flank for Carlton on the member stand side. The ball is bounced. Mackenzie goes up there, taps it down beautifully. And the kick by Pryor to the weak position on the member stand side. Coming out to meet it is McLean. He's grabbed, holding the ball.
He held that ball under him. I saw that clearly.
I think he had to pay that, Butch.
Oh, he had to pay it for
Still
sure.
a free kick to Fletcher. Fletcher now drives forward. Oh, Blethyn got up high from behind. Here's a guy racing in there as Lake Silvani comes out with it. Silvani, it's a funny old kick straight over the boundary line.
It was a good one, though.
On Essendon's half-forward flank on the member stand side.
Desperate move, you'd call that, Butch.
We have been playing 13 and a half minutes into the final quarter.
And Ted Fordham is off for Essendon.
Right, taken here by Silvani, hooks it around. Here's a chance. Plenty of Carlton defenders there. They all fly for it, however. Mackenzie cleverly knocks it towards the goal square. Taken by Lake. Lake goes to the ground. Lake is still going on. He's smothered.
Oh, why won't umpires pay free kicks in front of goals?
He's going to bounce it.
I'm talking about both sides, not just this incident.
There's the bounce of the ball right in front of the Essendon goals. Mackenzie taps it away here, taken by Collins. He's unloaded. Here's a go. Blethyn comes in, but it's forced through. No. Ross has it. Gill is after him. Yes, I thought it was through for a behind.
That's 7 points the difference now. Oh, what a nice finish this. What time did you say that was, Mike?
Oh, Alan, don't keep asking me. I'll give you the watch. It's 14 and a half minutes.
We're not even halfway yet. Gee, anything can happen in this. Here's Chandler being looked at. Was spoken to by the runner, Lofts, settling things down a bit there, waiting to see where he's going to kick towards the outer. There's Barassi, worried, on the phone again. Lofts kicks in towards the flank. Silvani, nicely placed. Oh, he dropped it. And Crane, it'll have to be bounced.
Playing a free? No.
He's going to bounce it. Have no fears. On the flank now, Mackenzie moves in, number 24. And a good hit down, but oh, look at Silvani, chased it all the way. A scramble kick over here. It sees it picked up again by Close. It kicked in towards full forward. Tried for a one-hander there, Alice, but it's Lofts again. Lofts kicks the ball straight out of bounds.
Bad luck for Essendon.
Gee, they're hanging on, aren't they, Ted?
My word, they're hanging on. Big John coming onto the ball now.
I'll tell you what a tribute to both sides, the way they're fighting it out. There they go. It's Grosky, comes out with the cross, puts his left foot into it, drives down towards the goal square. Blethyn sets himself, knocked away by Walls, however. In goes Bruce Lake there, taken by Gill. Oh, Gill got one high around the neck, but play on as a call to the weak position on the outer side there. The ball bounces, taken by Pryor. Pryor gets his kick in towards centre half forward. The ball is marked by Gill.
Well done, John Gill.
Gill of Carlton. Not one of his most brilliant days, but by golly, he's battled hard. 36 players out there doing their utmost for their teams. There's the kick from John Gill now, down towards centre half forward. Oh, look at this. Over to home for Carlton, taken by Crosswell. Crosswell snaps down towards the big ones. Kekovich and Charlie Payne. There's a go, they're still going. And Payne comes out with it. And Payne is going for a bit of a run now. Tries a long hand pass across here. It's Eppers with the ball, he's caught. Play on, or yes, Kekovich has it. Kekovich breaks clear now. Kekovich swings around, eventually takes his kick down towards Jesselenko it goes, but taken here by Pryor, driven close to the boundary line. I think it's over.
It's out.
Carlton's half forward flank on that outer side.
A few errors there, Ted.
I tell you what, they're weary, those blokes.
Oh, they're desperate though for scores.
Oh my word.
This is where the errors creep into the game.
Right there they go, Mackenzie and Jones going for it. Mackenzie skips up, he goes, gets a tap down too, another hit away here. Crane fumbles that one, dives on top of it, tries to get out with it, or does quite cleverly, but picked up by Pryor. Pryor kicks in the wing position on the outer side. Over it goes, there'll be a throw-in. We are 17 minutes into the final quarter.
And there's 7 points the difference. Carlton in front.
Still anybody's game as both players of both sides are throwing themselves in the game ferociously.
Who'll take out the flag? Up they go. Mackenzie, Nichols goes down. Silvani over here to Crane. Crane up towards Gallagher. Gallagher gets a run of it. He better get his kick. He does so. It's a long one into the pocket on the outer side. Oh, Charlie Payne. He bundled Kekovich out. Down to the ground it comes. Here's a go. Picked up here by Gerlach. What a player. Gerlach now kicks to the wing position on the outer side. The players set themselves. The ball bounces. It's over the boundary line. The old head Sergio Silvani didn't use up too much gas then.
Mike, you were pretty right. There's a lot of tired boys out there now.
This looks like a practice session of end-to-end kicking, Butch. It's going from one end to the other.
Throw in Nichols and Mackenzie again, both great players. Nichols gets it down to Silvani. Silvani tackled by Mackenzie.
Free.
And a free kick to Serge Silvani.
I think we summed this up pretty well early when it would be a battle of backlines.
Oh, Mackenzie's very weary there. A short one.
Silvani, a short one towards Crane. Whoa!
Well, he couldn't do anything else, Mike.
Oh, he must have thought that was the Sydney Express coming at him.
He had to make an effort, sure.
I'll tell you what, I would have been up in the grandstand.
Gee, Carlton still holding the play up a lot. Jesselenko punches it towards the boundary line. So they're just playing percentage football, just hanging on. Only 7 points, though, and we've seen some remarkable things happen in these final series. There's another punch by Nichols, a double-hander that time. Over towards Eppers. Eppers going the wrong way. Now goes back towards the fence. Kicks out towards the centre wing as a chance for Crane from behind his mark.
Beauty.
He's been a very good player today.
I'll tell you what, let's give a rap to Alec Eppers in his final game. He's playing magnificently on that back line. There's Crane, he's looking for a lead there, but oh, it's off the side of his boot, over the line, on Carlton's half-forward flank on that outer side. We've been playing right on 19 minutes into the final quarter. There they go, up they go. It's knocked away here. A chance for Crane. Oh, he goes over. He scrambles the ball out to Silvani. Silvani and everything in the last half. Kicks it forward. Sharp by Eppers once again. Eppers going for a bit of a run. He steadies. It's a long kick up towards centre half forward. They fly high. No mark. Taken here by Gosbury. Runs into trouble. Gill tries to get out. Taken by Peter McLean. A hand pass back here to Noonan.
Noonan to get the free.
Oh, he wasn't waiting either. Noonan plays on straight away, kicks down forward. Blethyn.
Oh no, a horrible thought just entered my mind. Could it be a draw?
Blethyn has kicked 3. He's kicked 3 goals. Wesley Lofts claimed he touched that ball, but the umpire says, I'm paying the mark. Up comes Blethyn now. He's only 20 yards out on a slight angle. He's put it through. 1 point the difference.
That's 1 point the difference now.
That's what I said.
I couldn't hear you, Mike, with the roar of that crowd.
8-5 to 7-12. 1 point the difference.
Oh,
20 minutes into the last quarter.
117,000 people here at the MCG.
That's a record of all time.
Yes, 117,000.
The ball back in the centre now with 1 point the difference in this 68 grand final.
Umpire Jeff Kurtz bounces the ball. Players come in. Nichols gets up there with Mackenzie. Neither gets a tap down. A chance here for Minari. He loses the side of the ball. Through they come. McLean gets his boot into it. It's out towards the wing position on the member stand side. It's a Carlton mark, all right.
Croswell.
Players are scrambling on there, but Croswell will take the mark. He'll be given the kick.
Oh, they need a goal badly.
Croswell on the wing position on the member stand side takes his kick. Not a bad one. The players set themselves up. They go. The ball hits the ground. Here's a go for Pryor. Kekovic comes in there. In comes Gerlach. Gerlach swings around. He gets his kick back to the half-back flank. Over the line it goes, and there'll be a throw-in.
Oh, this is grand final stuff for you.
21 minutes gone of the final quarter.
It's taken 3 quarters to see this pressure really applied.
Up they go there. Nichols goes up high for it. Down to the ground it comes. A chance for Minari. Gets one in the back. He's paid it. Paid it to Minari. And Minari's within kicking distance.
Oh, he's a long way out, Mike.
He's 55 yards out. He should be able to kick it, Butch, in the goal square. Kekovic being closely watched by Charlie Payne.
Big Jones in the pocket, moving into the square now.
Minari comes up to take his kick. Puts his boot behind it. It's travelling long. It's swinging off, however. They set themselves up. They go. Touch through, one behind. 2 points in front, Carlton.
Oh, that was a beautiful kick too under the pressure. Beautiful kick.
8-5 to 7-13. 2 points only the difference. Up comes Charlie Payne, kicking out to the flank.
Here's a go. Oh!
Shaw takes it, dashes away, kicks in towards centre half forward. Gosper and Collins. Collins mark.
Oh, well played. Boy, that was a pressure mark. That's a mark that could win the game. His kick travelling down forward. Quirk comes out there. Up they go. It's knocked over the line. And there'll be a throw-in on Carlton's half-forward flank on that outer side. Nichols comes in with Mackenzie. They've got renewed vigour. It's so close. A tap down. It goes to Chandler. Chandler kicks up towards the pocket. Here's the danger man. Eppers coming out once again. He's still going around. Eventually gets his kick. It's at centre half forward for Carlton. And Fletcher will be paid it.
He's paid the push.
It was a dangerous move of Alec Epperson, but he had nowhere else to go.
He's either paid the push or the mark. Oh, Fletcher comes right across the ground towards the member stand flank. Gerlach's there on his own. Up it goes towards Davis. Davis tries a short one in here. It doesn't come off, however. Picked up here by Ellis. Ellis up to the pocket. Here's a go. They fly.
Oh!
Blethyn's marked it. He's on a very acute angle.
Blethyn is 45 yards out.
I should have passed it, Mike.
45 yards out, Blethyn. He's hard up against the boundary line, kicking to the scoreboard and goal. Can he put it through?
Very cool in his approach.
Pressure right on this kid. Oh, he's run around a bit. He kicks. The result?
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds in the forward pocket.
Well, that gives them a chance to score now. What's the time? Sorry, I can't help myself.
8-5, 53 to 7-13, 55. 2 points the difference in Carlton's favour with the ball right in the Essendon's forward pocket.
And 23 and a half minutes of the final quarter gone. The throw-in takes place. The players set themselves. Nichols and Mackenzie go for it. Mackenzie gets a tap down. There they go. But it's taken by Lofts. Lofts kicks it high to the flank position on the outer side. A go here. It's taken by Crane. Carlton out of trouble. Crane had better get his kick. He does so down to the half-forward flank on that outer side. The ball bounces. Knocked away here by Williams. Williams and Quirk going for it. Quirk falls on top of it. Can he recover? Yes, he does so.
He's got to get a free kick.
Down. And Shaw looks disgusted.
Oh, it was an obvious free kick.
But oh boy, what a grand final. What a grand final.
2 points the difference.
Quirk will send this way down. Up he comes to take his kick now. Puts his boot into it. It's a good kick too. It's floating in. Kekovic is in there. He's marked.
Kekovic is marked, no worries. And he's on his left foot here, about 40 yards out.
Oh, it's a good 40 yards.
45, yeah, but look, Mike, that what I reckon is the angle, and he's kicking left foot.
Let's see, he's kicked 4. This will make him the hero with the Carlton fans if he can steer this one through. 45 to 50, I'd say. Oh, it's a fair distance. But he's on his right foot, as Butch Gale pointed out. Up he comes, concentrating, puts a skip in, puts his boot into it. It's on its way. It's offline. It's out of bounds in the forward pocket on the outer side. Carlton kicking to the Richmond end.
Oh, under conditions. The wind, I feel, has dropped a little bit, Butch.
We're into time on. We're into time on. Almost 25 and a half minutes gone as the throw-in takes place. There they go. Mackenzie gets up high. Here's a chance for Charlie Payne to pick up. Payne has it. He's tackled by Jesselenko. The ball goes forward. Oh, players lose sight of it. Shaw to Epps. Epps now over to the wing position on the outer side. Gould from behind.
No, the man in front.
He's playing it close on the wing position on the outer side. Up he comes to take his kick towards centre half forward. All pressure here. Lofts.
Wonderful mark. A wonderful mark.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. 26 minutes gone. Ron Barassi's down on the fence now as we wait for Lofts to take his kick. Up he comes, he favours the drop kick. It's a good one, it's over the centre. The players set themselves priors and they're... Oh! Chandler! Chandler has marked. Can Carlton hang on? Up comes Chandler to take his kick. It's going forward. They come out to meet it. They fly. Jones!
Had it all the way.
Jones is 50 yards out, directly in front.
Oh,
A goal here. And it'll be Carlton's grand final, I feel, if he can steer this through. Don McKenzie comes in trying to upset him.
Well within kicking distance.
50 yards out, directly in front, kicking to the Richmond end. Peter Jones needs a big hoof. Puts his boot behind it. It's offline.
Out of bounds.
1 point.
Out
Out of bounds.
Look at Big Nichols moving in for this one.
That's
I
out of
bet he
bounds.
tries to grab it.
Out of bounds in the forward pocket on that outer side. There's the throw in. Nichols is there. Up goes Mackenzie. Mackenzie gets a tap away. It goes to Quirk. Here's trouble. Quirk over his shoulder. It's a funny old kick. It doesn't travel much distance except up and down. In comes Mackenzie, but it's taken by Crane. Crane now drives into the pocket once again. There'll be another throw in that forward for Carlton on the outer side. The forward pocket for Carlton on the outer side.
They've got to keep it down there.
27 and a half minutes almost gone. There's a throw in. In they come. Pryor does battle with Nichols. Cross it goes here towards Kekovich. Is in trouble. Picked up by Croswell. 1 point. Oh boy.
I don't know how their nerves are going out there, but I'm just about shattered. There's a short one out here towards Evans. Evans will mark quietly and safely. Plays on. Short one, and Silvani there. Hits over. Can't quite get it. Croswell comes through. Gives it to Quirk.
Oh!
And pushing through now. It's
Robertson loses control of the ball. Barry Davis is still going. He goes to the ground.
Should have been a push to back to Davis.
A ball up. Are these boys weary? Oh, believe me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Going on to 28 and a half minutes gone now. There they go, the bounce of the ball. Nichols goes up there with Mackenzie. It's going to go over the boundary line. It's on Carlton's half-forward flank on the member stand side. Where is Croswell playing? Oh, golly, he's bobbing up everywhere.
Throw in now on the centre wing with the time ticking away in the 68 grand final. Mackenzie and Nichols. They punched it over towards Davis. Mackenzie takes it. The kick smothered. He tries to wrestle.
The neck to Mackenzie.
Oh! Siren's gone. The siren's gone, has it? Yes. Look at this. We couldn't hear the siren. Carlton are premiers. 8-5-53 Essendon. Carlton 7-14-56. Carlton are premiers. And look at this. Look at it. 21 years since a premiership. But what can you say?
Oh, it was a tremendous effort, Mike. They could have lost it too in the finish. 2 points only to win a premiership after all that striving. Tremendous effort by the big fella Nichols.
Jack Clark. Jack Clark over there shaking hands with John Nichols and with Ron Barassi. And look at old Barrasso there. Well, Teddy, comment from you.
Well, Mike, what else can you say? A fantastic effort by all.
I don't know how that lady's on our screen, but I wish she'd get off. A fantastic effort, as you said, Teddy.
Yes, Mike, a fantastic effort by all. Will I go on, Mike? By all concerned, there's Wes Loves, all the Carlton players very elated. This was a marvellous effort. A marvellous effort, Mike, because, as Butch said, it's been 21 odd years since Carlton won a premiership. And to see the great fight back in the last quarter, you could go through each line individually and probably give a lot of credit to certain players, but I think it was a great team effort by the Carlton players. But let's not forget Essendon. They were the underdogs, and the way they fought back in that last quarter was something to be seen. There's Jack Clark shaking hands with Don McKenzie and young Blythen and the Carlton players, as you can see down there right in front of you, they're very elated, and so they should be. It was a great win.
Look at some of the players collapsed there on the outskirts, just laying down. A 3-point victory. We'll give you the scores. Carlton 7-14, 56. Essendon 8-5, 53, and a glorious comeback by Essendon in the finish. It was a tremendous game, a game full of determination. Wasn't pretty at any stage, and Carlton could have lost it in the finish. But on the day's performance, Ted, the best teams won it.
Oh, you could not take that away from them. They led from where to go, apart from the first few minutes in the 10 minutes in the first quarter. But Carlton, they fought on tenaciously. They held on. They played defensive football when they were in trouble. And when they had to attack, admittedly it was some foolish football with their kicking, haphazard approach towards their goals. But they got the results, and that's the main thing. There's Ken Fraser, the non-playing captain, his last game, and the Essendon players are giving him a cheer around the ground. What a wonderful thing for Ken Fraser from his teammates, Butch.
Oh, this is a real tribute to a wonderful champion. A pity he could not have played today, possibly the most disappointed man in the MCG today.
And there's the old Kookaburra. He's 300 yards behind, but he's going to join him. It's also his last game. Ali Gepper's trying to make up the leeway to get in contact with the rest of his players, but Ken Fraser and Ali Gepper's playing the last game of Victorian League football today. Ken Fraser unfortunately didn't play today, but Ali Gepper's, it was his last, and that's the last you will see of those two great players in Victorian League football. Ken Fraser being cheered by his teammates.
Look, there hasn't been a person leave this ground, Teddy.
No.
It's still chock-a-block. It's been a tremendous day here at the MCG.
There's some of the crowd, Butch. 117,000 odd people here today, an all-time record. And what a great finish they saw.
Let's have a look at that for a tribute. Ken Fraser's been battling to climb down from there ever since they dragged him out.
And now the Carlton players are going to cheer their own coach, Ron Barassi.
I don't think those Carlton players could make a lap with Barassi on his shoulders. And look at Big Nichols.
Did you see that? It was Barassi who went over and said to Robert Walls, pick Big John up too. Goodness gracious me. Did you hear the siren, any one of you?
No, I
didn't hear it.
The crowd was too noisy.
The only way I knew it was on because I saw the Carlton players jump up and down.
There's one Carlton player in trouble down in front of the broadcasting position, but, well, it's all over now. There's Ron Barassi.
His Excellency is saying from here, we're high up under the top tier, and it's a bit hard to hear the public address. In fact, it's impossible. There's the Premiership Cup, held it off by John Nichols. And we must pay tribute to both sides. Golly, you know, didn't they fight it out?
Yes, it was fantastic, Mike. A wonderful finish to a great season of football.
I wonder he's got the strength left to hold that up. You know, he played a glorious game. The two of them, they fought each other all day. They even had a punch-up in the third quarter when things got pretty tense, but you can bet your life they'll have a drink out of that tonight.